Not the tightest laugh.
Felt inappropriate. Worst
In
joke
my
I've ever
entire
heard.
life, you could no way ever tell that joke again. It would not be the same.
It would not be the same. I don't know. I think I might have blocked this out of my memory, but there straight up is a Macarena joke in Final Fantasy X.
What?
Yeah. So we're, Waka says we're going to Macalania Temple, and Tita says Macarena Temple. He goes no, Macalania, and Tita goes I'm not even kidding. That's a real thing.
Hell yeah, it is.
That
Best
assumes
Final
a lot.
Fantasy game.
That's like saying a menu in the Lord of the Rings movie. It assumes a lot of things now.
Meat's back on the menu.
Oh yeah, seriously, right? Yeah, it's like wait, where do they have menus? They gotta have like restaurants and shit.
Do they?
I mean, they
Do
went.
they have to?
Do the
Sure.
But the
is the more
orcs.
important
Yeah.
question.
Welcome to Mordor's 5-star restaurant. We have our Michelin chef.
I'm just picturing an Urukai walk up wearing an apron and has a notepad.
Yes.
It's actually an Urukai with a big chef's hat and a rat controlling.
That's two different movies that you combined, and I appreciate it.
Sure wasn't a raccoon.
Rakakuni.
Rakakuni. Fuck, I love that movie. Are we all dead? Are our characters dead?
Yes.
On the inside.
We've been dead the whole time.
Only for existential crisis.
Wow. Surprise! As soon as you got out of Cliffside, you're in purgatory.
I was gonna say Cliffside was the perfect
This is lost the whole time.
Where's the smoke monster?
I used to be able, in a wheelchair. Now I can walk. That's me. I'm John Locke.
Okay.
I need plate mail.
The second contemplative music comes on.
Yeah, you and Kevin both, but shit's expensive.
Why don't you just get an armor class the old-fashioned way?
Okay.
Making
Well, how's that?
Everybody ready?
Guys, I have a lot of hit points. I can take a lot of hits.
Me too.
Your hit points are so low.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, that makes sense. Don't hit Millie. She's innocent.
No, she's not.
No, I'm being Gendo.
Only
right now.
technically.
Okay, so anyway, last time, let's see, what did y'all do? What did you get up to? You met two new people in in the Quaking Sands, according to Sherbin. The Quicksand.
Words are hard. Leave me alone.
It made me laugh because it sounded like what the Quicksands actually is, which is the erotic roleplay area on some servers. So Quaking Sands is kind of perfect. Yes.
I didn't know this game was that good.
It is. Don't go to Balmung. Trust me.
Too late. I was born there.
Oh, that's
Molded by it. You didn't go to Balmung until you were a man.
Where the accent for Kenji comes from.
So, anywho, fuck you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, wait. So Sid went to the mining guild, and in the mining guild, he picked up an axe and saw how heavy it was.
And then he shredded on it.
And then shredded on it, yes. Okay, and tentatively accepted a quest to join the Miners Guild, provided he brings some stuff back with him from his trip. Also went looking for a goldsmith who entertained him a little bit, but did not take him on or offer him a spot in their guild.
They're gonna rue the day.
They'll rue the day. Gotcha. And then, let's see, Millie and Fifi came back from the Thaumaturgus Guild. Fifi with Tupsamati, or half of Tupsamati, a very magical staff, in tow. And when you got back to the Quicksands, Kenji, a new samurai friend, was sitting with Harry, or rather, Harry was sitting with Kenji and a Garlean by the name of Soul, Garlean military dude by the name of Soul. And they were playing Doman Mahjong, if I'm not mistaken.
That was it. Yes.
Yes, Doman Mahjong. I couldn't remember because you had another game, Triple Triad.
I also have Triple Triad. Yeah.
But yes, they were playing together, being a little bit quiet and secretive, and then Harry was just kind of talking at them for hours while they were playing, and the entire group kind of congregated there from what they were doing, introduced themselves, invited the two new people to follow along with them, and then Sherman and Sid snuck away for a brief respite at the Gold Saucer, while the rest of you did fuck all. I don't remember. I mean, it was just random shit for the rest of the night, pretty much, right? Yeah. And then we got on an airship to Gridania, which took a couple of days, and we landed in Gridania, and all of you attuned to the Aetheryte there, and I think that's where we left off. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, Harry was talking smack to the lady.
Yeah,
They were
they
flirty.
proprietress of the.
Oh, Mistress Mew.
Yeah.
They're definitely in love.
Well, she's not. She's the mistress of Carleen Canopy, which is the adventurers bar there. It's basically the Gridanian equivalent of the Quicksands. But the airship landing happens to be like literally adjacent, so that's where he came in. Okay, with that, I have Gridanian music somewhere.
Did we attune to the Aetheryte in Ulda?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Professor.
So these things I bought, they showed up 35 minutes after I arrived for D&D on last week.
It's
Yeah.
just me. Or I feel like after I touched that Aetheryte, the giant stone thing, I feel like I got stronger. Is that weird?
I don't know if it would make you stronger, Kevin. I know it has to do with transport.
I know, but do you feel like you got wiser after you touched it?
Wiser, maybe in the sense that I know a new place.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm stronger than I was a few minutes ago.
Well, I mean, if I can't see how that's a bad thing. I would, next time we run into an Aetheryte, maybe see if it's the same effect.
I mean, yeah. I mean, does anyone else feel like they got stronger?
No.
No, I've always been pretty strong. Stronger now. I don't know.
Where have you been all this time, Omega? I feel like you come in and come out. Like been really quiet.
Sometimes I have very pensive moods. I don't feel like talking to nobody.
Look, I sometimes have penis moods too. I just have to go in the bathroom and relieve it. It's quite normal. As a man, you got to relieve those penis moves.
And we're walking. Let's go. Walking. Let's go.
Oh yeah, all right.
So where are you going?
Well, I'd like to go visit the conjurers and talk to them there, and then I had to just stop off and get a couple of things before we head for the boat.
Okay. The Conjurers Guild is in New Gridania. One second while I gather that information that I should have already had.
New Gridania.
Oh, by the way, the reason I said I felt like I got stronger is because we all leveled up.
We understood, John.
I didn't know.
Okay, the Stillglade Thane is where the Conjurers Guild is in New Gridania. Jess, am I backwards? Is it New Gridania or Old Gridania?
It's an old Gridania. Yeah.
Okay, New Gridania is the one with the Aetheryte, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, Old Gridania. I always get that backwards. They're connected to each other. It's like New Hall and Old Hall. Anyway,
Now I get it.
yeah. So, you want to go to the Conjurers Guild. Where's everyone else want to go?
Is there a candle maker shop?
Sure.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
Okay, yeah, there's specifically candle makers, or just somewhere where you can buy candles.
Probably a candle maker because I want something specific.
Yeah, we'll say that is next to the Leather Workers Guild because they render the fat that they get after skinning the animals.
Oh.
Hey, DX, where you going? We're all trying to go over to this something Conjure Guild.
Oh, were you gonna go there too, Kevin?
I just thought we were all going there. You seem to want to go in a different direction.
Oh, I thought we were all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you guys definitely don't have to follow me around. I it probably wouldn't be very interesting to most of you.
Good point. I think you should split the party. That's always a good idea. Where you heading off to, DX?
Well, I'm gonna go to see there's a candle maker in town.
Candle maker? Why?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's lots of things you can do with candles. They got scented candles, and they have unscented candles, and they got candles that, have different colored smoke that come out of them. So I just want to see what they have.
Do you think there's somebody that sells weapons and armor by this candle guy?
From what I hear, there's a leather worker shop next door.
Okay.
Who's on
Leather my ass.
If you don't mind, I guess I'll hitch along with you, DX.
Yeah, that's fine, Kevin. I could use an extra eye. You know that.
Yep.
Who is on journal this week? Is it Eric?
No, I think we're back to Jimmy.
I think it's back to the top.
Well, because it's Jess, Dylan, Adam.
Oh,
Adam might not even make it tonight.
Yeah.
So
I'm still a journal behind.
yeah, he still owes us a journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double or nothing.
Are you okay with doing that?
Nothing.
Yeah, sorry. I'm about to be moving.
Really?
So, yeah.
Why?
My own house with my girlfriend
Out here or?
in Van Nuys area.
Well,
nice.
I'm in California.
Yeah.
Cool. Good for you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be closer or further?
About the same.
All right, I'll accept that.
Yeah, because you weren't too far away from where I am to begin with, and then Van Nuys is equally not far away.
Yeah. I'm still a 2-minute ride to the 10 or the 5 to the 10. What? Okay. Is there an armor or a weaponsmith?
What kind of weapon?
Magical or otherwise.
A specific type of weapon.
Sticks.
Yeah. Good old stick.
Well, there is the Woodworkers Guild that is here. They
Okay.
are perfectly capable of making wood-based weapons.
Sure.
There also is the Lancers Guild that's here, and they could probably supply you with a pre-made lance if that's something that you're looking forward to. They probably would not be able to adapt it into a gun lance.
No, I can do that.
Okay.
I just picture a lance, but holding it upside down and just whacking people with it.
Hit him with the heavy end.
Now it's
Exactly.
a
Like you hold it at the tapered end and you whack instead of you stab.
now it's a bludgeoning weapon.
There you go.
Okay. Any armors?
There's leather armor here. You won't. Gridania doesn't really have a lot of metal work.
Do the thing. Yeah. That's good.
All right.
It's a good thing.
It's the union handshake for leather workers.
I'll go visit Woodworkers Guild.
Okay, so we got the Conjurer's Guild. We have wax or candle maker, the wax shop, we'll call it. Wax on, wax off. That's the name of the
Oh
shop.
wow. Love it.
And you're going to the Woodworkers Guild. Where's everyone else going?
I have to figure out how something's made first before I can figure out where Sherman's going.
Why don't you tell me what you're looking to have made, and I can help out.
Yep. Once I figure out what the name of it is.
Napalm.
How about Melanie while she's thinking? What is that?
Junk shop. Just need some raw materials to fiddle with.
Yeah, there's junk mongers everywhere around here. It's easy to find somebody that's just hawking various wares. In fact, there's a stand right by the Aetheryte that's selling very basic clothing for all of the different races and just random junk. How about Kenji?
Are there any touristy sites in this town?
The entire place is essentially built into a forest, not on top of, not instead of, but in the forest. So they basically live in harmony with everything there. So touristy, if you're looking for something pretty, basically everything.
Great. I'm gonna head off into the forest randomly to see what beautiful sights I can
So
find.
do you want to go to the forest outside the city, or do you want to just walk through the city and look at the various sites?
Probably just go around looking at sites. I would imagine I'm not going like, let's go dungeon crawling.
Hey, before
Guys, I
everyone,
wandered into a raid. What happened?
Guys, I'm a 20th level raid.
You have stumbled upon the 1,000 Maws of Todorok.
Hey,
That's a lot of
before
mouth.
everyone heads out, you want to say just meet back at the dock at like a quarter past the sun over there?
Well, it wouldn't be the dock. We can meet at the canopy or the aetherite.
I don't care. When the sun's in the sky about right there, let's meet right here.
Pointing, but he's pointing in the direction that the sun would have risen, not set.
Yeah.
No, we also have the link pearls. We can.
No, we can't put those in. Remember, if they're in for too long, they burrow into your head and then into your brain, and who knows what happens after that. Maybe they're always here when you poop, you know?
Maybe we should get the second set just for our group.
Can we do that?
There are link shell vendors within every major nation. So yes, you can find a link shell vendor here, and you can make your own if you want a private discussion group.
That might not be a terrible idea.
Yes, I'll see if I can find the person. Leave it to me.
Boat ticket. I don't know if we get that here or where we have to go to next to get the boat. We could ask.
So the dock is run by Gridania, but it's not within the city. You have to travel.
Oh, okay. Kind of like Vesper Bay.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as far as Vesper Bay is from Ul'dah. This is more like a 2-hour walk instead of a day's walk kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But if you rented chocobos while you're here, it's like 30 minutes. So, just a thought.
Oh.
What?
No, that's
Okay. So we've got everybody except for Sherbin and Soul.
Sure.
Probably like trying to find a place to drink and listen to the locals to see what they're talking about.
Okay. So that would be the Carling Canopy. That's basically where you guys entered from the airship landing. So that is the local watering hole for adventurers. There are other places that you can go that are more mundane, but it's probably not going to have anything really interesting for you to hear. So if you want to... Carling Canopy then?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, John, what was Kevin up to? I missed it.
I'm just gonna go with DX.
Ah, okay.
And Corbin's gonna go look for the link shell vendor.
Okay. Has Sherbin been to Gridania? I don't recall.
Yeah, she would have gone through Gridania at one point or another.
What I did.
Just click the bottom one. Oh, that works. Hey, Alex, can you say something?
Testing.
Okay, yeah, we turned you up because it was a little hard to hear you, but I think we can hear you now. It's just a little muffled. But you're good. You're good.
I will
okay.
speak up.
How dare you. Jess, what did you say? You have been to Gridania, or?
Yes.
Okay, so you would remember that most of link shell related activities and other just activities in general tend to be around Miketo's amphitheater, and that is in Old Gridania.
Cool.
Okay, so everybody's heading off into their own random spots. Let's see.
just how the DM wants it.
It's fine. By the way, if you voted, you have inspiration, and it is a D12 that you may add to any roll except for. No, just specifically for this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but last time it was a
D8.
D8, yeah.
I changed my mind because it's
Yeah.
important to vote.
So D12,
And I
guys.
also forgot, so we'll just go with both. I was thinking D12 all day, so
It's a D12 and a D8.
no.
Then, so the holdover inspiration that I've had for a bajillion years, what would that quantify as?
Whatever I told you back then.
Well, back then it was advantage.
Yeah,
We'll call it a D8.
Okay.
yeah.
Split the difference.
Is that the inspiration of bard level would give us?
I think it would. I think it is. Hey,
Because
Soul,
that's what I thought we were doing.
what dice do you give for inspiration right now as a bard?
Right now I'm at a D8. I'll do a D10 at 10th level.
Okay, nice.
So D8 for now, and
Yeah.
then D12 for the voting. That's
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
And that does not expire, but you only get one.
Everybody gets one.
One of the better Family Guy memes.
The best one.
Okay. So it's still pretty early in the day in Gridania. We're gonna go to Omega. Omega, as you walk through the city and realize you have no idea where you're going. You're just kind of enjoying the sights. At one point, you're walking along and expecting. That's really fucking annoying right now. This is worse than it usually is.
Oh yeah, this is, in these 5 minutes, it's been worse than any of our other D&D sessions.
Is it DDR or sex?
Yes.
Oh,
The kids, though, so.
Oh, I hope
that's-
it's
yeah, stay away,
I hope it's
stay away,
DDR.
yeah.
Please tell me it's DDR.
No, I think it's literally them running across their place. So anyway, just wandering around at it, and you're used to cities being mostly, flat ground, right? Something that you could walk on. And this is anything but. And at one point, you almost entirely miss your footing and fall into a river below you before you catch yourself and realize there's a bridge like 5 phones to your right. And you're like, oh, okay, go on that. And you eventually are led into Old Gridania, which definitely has a lot more, it feels older. It looks like it's been there for a while. Where you landed definitely appears that everything there seems to just be a little bit fresher, like more recent. Not like within the last 10 years, but within the last 50 for sure.
Got it.
Old Gridania looks like it's been there for centuries. Lots of history there. But as you're walking around, you hear the sounds of people gathering, chatter.
Okay.
And you see a marketplace, a very bustling marketplace, comparable to what you saw in Ul'dah when you were there. I know that you wouldn't really hear that much.
I was there mentally.
You were. Comparable to what you saw in Ul'dah. It appears to be inside of a greenhouse of some sort, with the roof being stained glass, but it's mostly greens and blues. But it's on your way there that you see a sign that's pointing you to your left to the Leatherworkers Guild. Oh wait, you want to go to the Woodworkers Guild? Forget what I just said.
Let's go talk to Leatherworkers.
You saw the line. You also saw a sign telling you to go back where you came from for the Woodworkers Guild, which happens to be in New Gridania, right next to the Aetherite, which is exactly where you started.
As I pass through Old Gridania, I'm just like gonna take my claw and etch onto a tree, Omega forever, heart, and just keep
Omega
going.
forever.
Literally, as you carve into the tree, you, in your head, begin hearing a voice that sounds like crying, but it seems like it's emanating from the tree. And when you look at the tree, it looks as if it's moving, but you can't really see it like moving, it just feels like it is.
Oh man. You weirdo.
Hold still.
He'll be fine. It's a nice tattoo, it looks great on you. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
I could have drawn a cock and balls, remember that. You are blessed with my name.
Man, it is hot in here. Would somebody just open the screen, please?
Not just for Kenji. I didn't want to disrupt that.
That's fine. Okay. Got it. I might go upstairs and say something tomorrow. This is fucking ridiculous. Anyway.
So I'll go right back to where I started.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
We're going back to
Leatherworkers.
the
It's
start.
Okay, so as you walk in, you smell fresh cut wood. And you hear the sounds of machinery going, mechanized saws cutting through logs, people whittling away, other people using their axe, other people using chisels, but it looks like everybody is some stage of experience in crafting. There's definitely a lot of amateurs who appear to be kind of just trying to feel their way around, their work is very amateurish, and they're being watched over by various supervisors of the guild who are giving advice. And then further back into the guild, in the back rooms, you see the real artisans, the people that are very good at what they do. But as you walk in, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go right to the back.
Okay. So you just walk right through where they're working, and people are like, "Dude!" Fuck. You end up stepping on one of the pieces of wood, and it snaps.
I'd murder
the guy's
you.
like, just and then keep going. But it's like he sees the piece of wood that you snapped. He's like, "Oh, wait a second, that's what I was trying to do." Okay. So, just some flavor. And then you head into the back room, and you look around, and people here appear to be making all kinds of things. There's various furniture. There's novelties. There are weapons. Several of them along the wall in various stages of finish. What are you looking for?
Weapons.
What kind?
Nicer quarterstaffs.
There's plenty of quarterstaffs there, and they appear to be made out of
Copper piping.
What? Copper pipe. Yes, quarterstaffs are made of copper.
That's what I heard. They appear to be made out of copper piping.
Yeah.
What a novelty.
No, it's made out of a wood that you don't recognize.
Who makes these?
Well, then that'd be all of us.
All right, this is a question for all of you. I need a better one of these. And I need it to not break no matter how hard I hit something with it. Preferably something that gives it a little oomph when things are just like, nah, I don't like your mundane little stick. I want something that makes people remember me. Remember! Do you understand?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
It'd be brass knuckles stuck to the end of a quarterstaff. And Knuckles says Omega.
Just press printing on people.
Yep. It's called the quarterstaff of embossing.
Fucking ass. I swear to God. Okay,
Quarterstaff is called signed, sealed, and delivered.
Alright, so the guy walks up to you, he looks a little bit grizzled, like he's got a lot of work, and he takes your staff, looks it over. Looks like there's been some modifications to this.
Absolutely. And whatever I get will also have modifications onto it.
It's something that's a little bit beyond our purview.
That I can take care of the modifications. I just need a good base.
Aftermarket modifications, I get it.
That's correct. You understand perfectly.
Well, if you want it to not break, it's gonna need to be magically treated. Wood's gonna break if you hit it hard.
Yes.
I got some stuff made. And he takes you over the back roll. He's like, this is an ebony maple quarterstaff. Why don't you take a look at it? And it's a very dark brown color. It has streaks of black, like grain running through it. It's very pretty. Is that something that you think you want?
I do like the design, but I must know, will it break?
All of these staves here are made by me, and those have been magically treated. They won't break.
Ooh, black staff. Very famous in wizarding communities.
Which one?
Chicago ones. It's not a big deal. I do like it. You don't have anything that might have a little more flash?
More flash.
Something maybe just a little... I want to see what your color looks like as I compare it to the shades. You understand?
I mean, we could put a stain on any of it.
Yeah, but a stain. But what does the artisan have in mind when they think of color?
All right, I think I got something in mind. And he's like, wait here. And he goes into the back room, and he comes back out, and he says, This is a Doman chestnut. It was grown next to a true gold ore vein. Some of the how's the best way to put this? There are those who are superstitious who believe that trees growing next to mineral veins will take up some of those minerals. Mm-hmm. There may be some true golds right all through the wood here.
I would 100% buy something on a theory. How much for that one?
Well, because you're so amenable to it, 400 gold pieces.
400? And the black one, just in case I'm...
That one I can let go for 2.
Both magically treated?
Both magically treated. This one's got a little something extra.
I want the something extra. Here's 400 gold.
That's how you barter.
What do you want me to do? I have 9s and everything.
That's how you barter. I want that thing more than anything. Okay, twice as expensive. Done.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
10 out
I'm
of
not
10.
exactly sure what the something extra is.
Okay.
But,
The something extra is cost.
Yes.
you may find out someday.
Wonderful, beautiful. Thank you. I'm gonna go put some aftermarket modifications on it. I'm gonna head back to the
Is that thing
Etherite.
street legal?
I'm gonna head
Is
back
that
to
a
the
vintage
Etherite and take
67
an hour
Mustang? Yes, it is.
to-
Aftermarket.
to put my gun on it.
I'll just tell you right now, it's +1 to hit.
Beautiful.
Not to damage, just to hit.
Just a hit. Okay.
Master Craft.
Okay.
Master's Craft.
So, was that it for you while you go over, I'm assuming, to the Carling Canopy to apply your modifications?
Absolutely. I'm good.
Okay, next up. Just in the middle of the bar.
Just welding.
Thankfully, nobody's
On the
there.
wood.
Nobody's there, so nobody sees the process happen.
I mean, if you want a private room, you could go to that, but there's plenty of
No,
people there.
really just my allies. I don't care. Other people are fine. As long as my allies aren't there, it's connected.
Somebody said that they were. Yeah,
somebody
Soul
hanging
says
out?
sees it in the Carling Canopy.
Oh, okay. Then he can look over if he wants.
Okay, sure.
Mega's got a pepper grinder of black powder. Just say when.
To be fair, since Soul has said
Headbutts
that,
it, and then it just
he was
attaches.
in the Garlean military. The Garleans originated gunblades, so he would be very familiar.
Oh, he would know.
Whoa.
Probably understands my very unorthodox way of learning from a book inside a beholder's snow globe.
I still love that start. Okay, Deus. And who went with Deus?
Kevin.
Was it just Kevin? Okay. So Deus, you are looking for the Leatherworkers Guild.
Sure, that's a joke, right?
Well, no, you have to go to the
Candle maker.
Leatherworker Guild to find the
Okay. Sure. I'm going to the candle makers by way of the leather workers. Okay, now I understand.
It's literally next to it.
Well, no, I understand that. The final destination was what I was wondering about.
There's
That's
a
all.
reason I said it that way. It's because as you and Kevin are going that way, you see Omega coming back.
Watch back. She's doing this. And they're like, what's that?
Hey, Omega, what's that? Where you going? Oh, okay, bye.
I don't have anything yet.
Oh my god, you can't talk to her too long or you'll throw off the timeline.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, thank you.
I talked to Omega for 7 hours.
Nice. All right, so you guys are going to the candle maker next to the Leatherworkers Guild.
Yes.
Just to be specific.
Yes, I have the specificity.
It's not a super long walk. It is beautiful, and in addition to all of the voices that you hear nearby coming from the general marketplace,
Sure, yeah.
birds everywhere, nesting in the trees. You hear the chittering of squirrels. It's a little different to hear these noises in a big city, and this is very much is a big city.
What are they saying?
You can't make it out.
I can speak with small animals, so I'm going to get very close. I'm going to be like, what are you whispering about, Betty?
Okay, is this a squirrel?
Sure, yeah, squirrel.
You don't know what I've seen.
Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you could understand me. I was just talking about D's, and he holds out his hands.
God damn it. And a good day to you, sir.
The world keeps on spinning.
I'm the
Well,
fool.
what would a squirrel be doing? Playing with nuts.
Sure, yeah. They're complex creatures. They could be doing stuff.
Sure. Okay. So, you see the Leatherworkers Guild. It's a big building, but then you see that there is a kind of a downhill slope next to it, kind of winding around below it and right next to it. And you go down into it, and you're basically walking through a very thin amount of water, so like an inch of water as you go through, and then you eventually get back up onto solid ground, and you're in front of a pretty small building by comparison, but it smells like rendered fat.
This place smells yummy, DX.
Yeah, you're getting your appetite worked up, huh, KT?
I am. And you know what? Professor didn't say anything about not getting in trouble with the law this time, so I'm just saying we can freely do whatever we want, as one should.
Well, you know, the sky's the limit today, I guess, KT. So, hey, one thing I want to tell you about, though, is, like, if you see something for Paul, you might want to get it for him, because today's his birthday.
Oh, remember, I already got Paul something. It's you remember this disc thing? It's like a frisbee.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that you picked that up, Kevin. But that's,
Remember, because we talked about Paul's birthday, like when we were going to
months ago.
Where was it?
Chakram?
It wasn't a frisbee. It was a ball. It was a soccer ball. I got a soccer
okay,
ball.
good.
A blitz ball.
A blitz ball. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Well, good. Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks, DX, for reminding me. I got this blitz ball right here. I still don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna teach him the game. I'm gonna throw this thing at his head so hard, I hope it spins.
Sure, but just make sure his chores are done first, because you can't play until the chores are done.
Oh, so you know what, DX? You think I'd let my kids play if their chores weren't done? You know me.
Yeah, I know, KT. I was just joshing you.
Hey, what do you think about that Ken and Sal guy? Sal guy's kind of quiet. I don't know if I trust him yet. With everything that's been going on with his people. I just don't know. I think he might be a spy. I remember back in the day, Q used to say that, spies were infiltrating the government in our little city. And you think he's trying to infiltrate our little, group?
Well, I mean, it's always possible, but if that's the case, then he was successful, so he should get a promotion or something.
I guess it does make sense. If you've done good work, you should get a promotion. But I'm going to keep my eye on that Sal guy. I'm not sure if I trust him.
Sure, yeah, but that's good, KT. You need to keep an eye open for our friends and for our enemies. So that's good work.
You got it. Well, let's go get your candles. I'm not sure exactly what you need them for, but I'll help out as best as I can.
All right, I appreciate that, Kevin. So we're gonna enter the candle shop.
Okay. There is a Mikote woman standing behind the desk. She appears to be wizened, probably the oldest Mikote that you've ever seen. And she is, with some difficulty, stirring a vat of some kind of material when you walk in. Yes, how may I help you?
Oh yes, we're in the mood to shop for some candles.
I have plenty of candles to get your lover in the mood. Just 1 second.
You have candles that can get lovers in the mood? I'd love to see those.
Yes, okay. And she reaches up and she pulls it back down and puts it on the counter. It's this thick, it actually looks just like this. It's that size. And
yeah.
It's got an interesting smell coming out. This always worked when my husband was around.
Oh, that smells good. I mean, it smells way better than how we smell after we were fisting yesterday. Maybe that would help next time we fist more.
Yeah, I agree, KT. Hey, why don't you take a look and see if you can find me like a lavender candle and maybe one that smells like cinnamon.
Yeah, I love those smells. I'll go off. Look.
No, you stay here. You can find it. It's probably in the back of the shop. KT.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, DX. I'll find them. I'll bring them back.
Okay, so as soon as he wanders off, I'm going to turn to her and I'm going to say, I need a black candle and a white candle.
Just any specific properties?
No, just unscented.
Oh. Alright. And she opens a drawer that she has sitting next to her, and she gets 2 long candles, long and thin, and she just kind of sets them down on the counter looking like, it's like, seriously, this is what you came here for? That kind of look on her face?
Right.
And she's like,
oh, go ahead.
That'll be 2 silver.
Oh, okay. So I'll give her 2 platinum pieces, and I'm gonna stick them in my pack.
She grabs them, bites into one of them, just like the stereotypical order.
I don't think that's edible.
You'd be surprised. And she just drops it in her pocket. What else can I get you?
Well, once he comes back, I want that cinnamon and lavender candles.
Well, if he finds them back there, which he will not, because those are the joke candles back there. They smell like farts and vomit.
Okay, we'll see what he brings back then.
Kevin's over there looking for blue candle, red thorns. Blue candle, red thorns.
Hey, DX, I searched that entire section, and I'm telling you, sometimes it smells like, when I've been working in the barn. Sometimes it smells like after I pooped. I mean, I smelled everything I could smell. And I'm just saying, I didn't smell no lavender. I didn't smell no cinnamon.
Oh, you went in the wrong direction, sweetheart. Back here. And she points against the wall next to her.
Second joke.
Why didn't you say that the first time?
Even smellier.
Because you ran off so quickly.
Anyway, I think you should fix those candles back there. I think they've gone bad.
No, they have not.
Yeah, pretty sure they have. I mean, I'm not the candle maker.
There's lavender. Right there's cinnamon. Be a dear and reach them for me so I don't need to get a stool.
I reach for them.
Okay. They're, pretty thick. They're like that. Wait, where'd it go? There was a candle sitting on there. Right, it's not here now. Yeah, they're like round bowls, about that thick, and
Oh.
They have 3 wicks in them.
Gotcha.
Each
Okay.
one. So they've got like a little cap on it so they can sit on top of each other for easy transport. Yeah.
I'd also like to pick up 2 of those lover candles.
Catnip candles, yes. And she pulls down another one and puts it on the
No.
on the counter.
Oh, two, please.
Yes, that's 2 of them.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes it's hard for me to count. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
That looks good. How much do I owe you?
She looks at you and then looks at him. 4 silver total.
Oh, 4 silver? Yeah, no problem. I actually got that. And I hand her 4 silver.
Oh.
She looks dejected. It's like, thank you.
Oh,
Puts it in her pocket. And
There you
then
go, DX. I have to get these candles for you.
well, thanks, Katie. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put it in my pack.
Oh, I guess not. Thank you for coming by.
And I'm holding on to the catnip candles.
It's delightful.
Okay.
That's a word
I like
for
her.
it.
That's a word for it.
Are you kidding me? If I lived in this town, joke candles every week.
Oh, I mean, that part's great. The not correcting someone's incorrect change is not delightful behavior.
Jimmy, if you were selling something in a shop and somebody gives you literally 100 times what it's worth, you would correct that?
Absolutely. I've done it before when I've gotten wrong change.
You're a better man than I am then.
You've never been in a medieval town.
With the disparity between 4 silver and 4 platinum, I'd be worried that person's going to come back for my life if I didn't point that out.
Yeah, I mean, when you give somebody literally like
4 grand for $4 worth of stuff.
CD will be $4. Here's 40 grand.
Okay, thank you. I'll take the change.
Exactly.
That's pretty much
So
what
here's your Big Mac. Here's $4,000.
happened. You're missing a 0. Anyway, anything else?
No, that's all I wanted to do.
Is there anything that you wanted those candles for that I should be aware of?
Not yet.
Classic.
That's it. And I'm going to hear about this on the news later. Type of response.
Not yet.
Okay, so that's Deus and Kevin. That's Omega. Let's go to Kenji.
For the record, I'm
Tell
gonna
you the
die
truth,
if you just
honestly, I never saw it coming.
Worry the DM and then never put it to use.
I would love that.
And then Deus builds a particle accelerator.
Yeah, right.
So you're just walking around, taking in the sight.
Yeah.
Cool. So you quickly find your way from New Gridania, where it just has that newer city feel, and you follow your nose, essentially, into Old Gridania.
Joke candles.
And you smell something. Do you want to go to the
If I'm following my nose,
There
maybe.
is a street vendor that is somehow wafting this amazing cinnamony scent into the air. It's like churros at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
And as you walk by it, you see exactly what they're cooking. They have a stone oven out in the middle of nowhere. This is like a stall, not a shop front. Right. And they have a stone oven there. And they pull out fresh-made cinnamon rolls. And they begin putting them on the counter. What am I missing?
No, you'll find
No,
out.
this is specifically for when Billy's part happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you stop for that, or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop by and say, can I get how many people are in our group? Do I know? How many people have I seen in our group? I'm gonna get one for
You've seen
everyone.
the whole group.
Great.
Is it 9?
I want to see
Everybody's 11.
Well, okay, because there's the 4 of us.
There's 9 here now.
7, 8, 9,
Plus
Harry.
Genbu.
Adam,
Harry.
11.
11. Okay, thank you.
So I get 11.
But I don't think they've actually seen Genbu.
Oh, Genbu made
He
an
was sleeping
appearance.
with Omega though.
No. What? Omega and Genbu
Literally not.
both made an appearance in the wake, or not the
was
wake,
gonna
the
say.
quicksand when they all met.
Oh, okay.
Well, you were like,
That was a matchmaker I completely missed. I feel like I don't remember that.
They're 1 copper apiece, my friend.
All right.
You want 11 of them?
Indeed.
Do you want to just get an even 12?
Let's make it a baker's dozen.
13.
13 it is.
I am a baker, so I know that. Thank you. And he pulls out this little cardboard box, and he begins putting them in there, and it fits almost perfectly, but it fits a dozen. And then he's got a smaller little box that he puts the cinnamon roll in and on top, and pushes it over to you.
Perfect. I'll give him 2 silver, so
That's 20.
pretty good tip, right?
Let me get your change.
Oh no, you're alright.
You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar.
I'm neither of those, but thank you.
Well, I very much appreciate you, and now I need to make more. Don't bite into those right away. They're very hot still.
Copy that.
He's like, as you're walking away, literally just bought everything. And he just starts mixing some dough together.
He's adorable.
All right, and so are you gonna snack on one of them as you're walking?
No, I'll probably just snack and walk around town and like look to try to keep random tabs on other people in the group.
Okay, well, you haven't seen any of the other group just yet. But you do continue walking.
He's grabbing dice. That can't be good for me.
Well,
They were all filled with purple worm venom.
Every single one of them.
You did say that you took a bite.
Huh?
Okay. It's fucking amazing. I rolled a nat. I was rolling to see how delicious it was.
Incredible.
It's superb. You've never had a cinnamon roll like this. You might never have had a cinnamon roll, but it's delicious.
Life changing.
Like, you've heard of this place called Cinnabon? They've got nothing on this.
The Isles of Cinnabon.
Cinnabon Islands? That's where Missing Note is, right?
That's where you fight Blaine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the new Pokemon. I haven't played a Pokemon game in years. Yeah, it looks really
The quality
good.
of life improvements in the last handful of generations have been amazing.
Yeah, they look really good. Anyway, so as you're walking around, you find yourself wandering into this large open area. To your right, as you're walking through here, you're actually headed west through this part of the city.
Okay.
Directly to your north, you see several vendors next to a waterfall that's behind them. It's not a huge one, it's like a small waterfall, and they're standing on a bridge. The water is kind of just going through the city away from them there. Directly to your south, you see this wide open area with seats and a stage. And you see a sign on it that says Me Keto's Amphitheater. And just looking around, there's people that are sitting there. No, there doesn't really appear to be any shows going on right now, but it's a place where people are congregating. But once again, when you look again at the vendors that were to the north near the waterfall, you spot Sherbin.
Oh, hey, Sherbin!
There. Ooh,
I got you something. And he opens up this like thing of bun, like the cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, they smell wonderful. Are they all for me?
As many as you'd like.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I'll take 2.
Okay. Guess getting my
Forcing Kenji into conflict.
No, I had 1 extra because I got the 13. 2 is the perfect amount.
Okay. So you now have your hands full with cinnamon roll that's pretty much the size of your head.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not like I'm talking like girth, not girth.
Alright.
Never mind. Anyway, so,
What were we talking about, Dad?
They're
I
lying.
missed it.
yeah, they're pretty big. That's my point.
With extra frosting.
Yes, extra frost.
Wonderful. I think I'll need to sit down to enjoy these. This might be a little more than I can handle.
You can always put one back and take it later if you want.
Absolutely not. I'm very determined and committed. Thank you very much, Genji.
So, sure, are you going to go sit in the amphitheater then?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Mine.
completely forget what you're doing, or you put that off to the side and you decide to go sit down and eat your Cinnabons.
Yes.
Uh,
Diabetes
Cinnabon.
first, link shell after.
Yeah.
Accurate.
That's correct.
So you continue through the city.
Yeah, I'm just going to now find people to give them.
Friends in your group. That's
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So far you haven't come across anybody else, but you're walking around and you smell something really, really fragrant. It's flowers. It's a large garden, and you realize that you've come across the Botanists Guild, You see over to your north, there is a giant water wheel that's being run by that river that's fed by that waterfall you saw.
Got it.
And it appears that there's a shop next to it that might be making flour or something of that nature, but then the Botanist Guild over here, everybody appears to be busy just kind of doing various gardening, and as you look over it, it's like a multi-tiered area with just covered in plants of various sorts.
Love it.
Okay.
I'm just taking in the sights and moving on that one.
You come around a corner as you're headed towards Apkalu Falls. It's another area in Outworld Gridania, and as you come around the corner, you see a flash of red and gold garments with blue, a blue underclothes underneath it. It's a robe. But the thing that draws your the thing that draws your attention is the katana at their hip.
Interesting.
And they turn around and they see you. They're pretty much at the same instant that you see them, and this is, you recognize them by their signs. They are from the Ura clan.
Oh, this is bad for me.
So they see you, and a hint of recognition on their face. Do you do anything?
I think I'd nod and start walking the other direction.
Okay, you nod. As you nod, you see them like just a twitch, like a squint, and then they put their hands at their waist and they bow to you, and then they turn and they go north.
Okay, everything's great.
Okay. You get to continue wandering around for a while?
Yeah!
Okay. Alright, we'll go to the next one then.
You're doing great, bud.
Okay, Millie, where did you say you were going?
Junkmongers.
That's right, you weren't doing very much. So you didn't stray very far from the Ether Ring. But you find a goblin that is in the city. The only goblin that you've seen in a city outside of Idleshire. And I'm good right now, thank you. They are just kind of shifting through various boxes behind a counter, and there's a higher woman that's standing there who appears to be like directing them. It's like, oh, I think we need that. Give me some of that. Oh, no. Oh, yes, that grade 7 dark antimatter. We need that, please. Yeah, Coaster. Oh, the ginger beard?
Coaster.
Oh, Coaster. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then they notice that you're standing there. Oh, hello, miss. How can I help you?
Says the hire.
Yes. She looks it over. Requisition. A pod still, copper, 3 to 5 gallons, extra piping for the above, sheet iron to reinforce the above, ether circuits, simple scrap metal, aluminum, ether crystals, various charges and sizes, ether conductive cabling, for a minor load. Got junk. Well, I was going to give you everything until that. Yeah, I think we got all of this, and she's kind of like slowly nodding her head at the goblin, and the goblin's like slowly nodding the head back, and just begin like throwing shit out of the boxes as they're looking through, and then hold something up, and it's like the copper cabling that you're looking for. So after a few minutes of this, hi Bob, yes.
Bob pops out of a box.
Surprise!
I am the pot still.
Yeah, you get everything that you need for 1 gold and 5 silver. Thank you so much. Come back again.
Cut myself with my pencil.
As you're walking away, the higher woman's saying to the goblin that's there, and Mom said that we never make any money selling junk.
So that's Millie's got her giant handful of stuff, and now she's like, what the fuck am I going to do with all this in the meantime?
You don't have a bag of holding, do you?
No. Just walking around. She'll head back to the
Managed not to drop it.
the
carbon
inn.
canopy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna go find Harry.
Harry's sitting there just drinking.
careful not to smush his brandy, and just plops it all down on the
Would
table
you be
and
sitting at the
sits.
table? So you don't want to sit next to your group.
I can sit next to my group, but it's fine. I was just joking about the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Harry's at the table. Harry has been droning on to you over a glass of brandy for the entire time, and you've not absorbed a word that he said. Yeah, pretty much. Just
Yep,
like
I
that.
feel like Harry's used to that too.
Yeah. And you sit down at the table. It's actually like a really large round.
Okay,
table.
yeah, because Millie wouldn't want to get in the way of
No,
that.
no, it's big enough to fit everybody and then some.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, well then Millie will, so she'll set all her stuff down, and then
Would you recommend on the balcony, please? Yeah, sure.
and then basically just sit down and avidly watch Omega's nonsense to see how it compares to Deus and Millie's craft.
If you open
Like
it-
similar results but different methodology.
It's probably so different because like I don't shoot gunpowder. I shoot anima.
Miscellaneous
out of-
powder?
Yeah. I shoot magic
You could close the
essentially.
screen, Chris. Just
But
leave it out
rifling
there.
and tubing could be similar.
Rifling and
You
tubing
can turn on
could
the
be
light
similar.
though. The switch that's. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. So, what was I doing? Oh, all right. You got what you wanted.
Essentially, the gun that she's making is like, you know, the hammer on a gun. The whole thing is basically the hammer. So when she hits something, it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second. How's this gonna work? Okay, Sherbet.
Yeah.
You've just finished 2 very large cinnamon rolls. They were delicious, but your hands are very sticky.
Probably a bit tired too.
Could definitely go for a nap.
on the airship.
A lot of sugar to pound down.
They're uncharged. I got 4.
I mean, you won't crash from it for a while.
How do you charge them?
So, getting up,
Hidden fire.
what would you like to do?
I
This magic.
like to
We'll try it at the end of the
look. I'll go to one of the. It's not a river. One of the streams nearby to sort of rinse off my hands,
Sure.
so they're not.
It's okay, sure. The water pretty cold, and you get over the initial shock and clean your hands, and then just kind of shake them off, rub them on your clothes, and then head back over to the link shell vendor.
Yes.
Okay. It is an Elizin that's there, and they have 3 different link shells in a box. They appear to be about the size of a conch, but they're clam shaped, so they open. And he's just got them sitting there. One's blue, one's green, the other one's red. And it says, "Oh, hello, miss. Are you looking to purchase a link shell?"
Hello. Yes, I am. What do you have available?
Well, we have these 3 varieties, and the only difference is the color.
How many link barrels do they come with?
Oh, that is the beauty of it. Link shells have an infinite number of link pearls. You just reach in and pull one out.
Wonderful. And these are very secure? Yes?
Well, yes. As once you attune to it, you are the only one, the sole arbiter of who may use your link pearls.
Wonderful. How much for the green one?
600 gold pieces.
All right. And I reach in my pocket and I take out the Gleaner certificate. If you'll see this here, this should be able to cover the expenses and send the receipt to the Gleaners Association in Old Charlotte.
Yes, accepted everywhere that cash is. Let me see. I will need to make a quick note here. He writes down the account number. And says, just one moment while I contact the home office. And you hear him on a link shell. Yes, okay, yes, I have a purchase that's being made with a Gleaner card. Yes, it does appear to be authentic. No, she does not appear to be... Never mind. So, yes. Okay, and he gives the numbers. It's like a 20-digit string of numbers. Is that good? Very well. Yes, charge 600 gold pieces. Thank you. And he leaves the... Yeah, basically, that's basically what happened. He hands you back your certificate, says, this will be charged to the Gleaners from Idleshire.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your business.
You're very welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's your green link shell. And he hands it to you.
Yay.
So it takes an hour to attune to it. It does not count as one of your attuned magic items.
Awesome. So, I haven't actually ever attuned to something. Do I have to keep holding on to it, or can I put it in my bag of
You need to be in contact with it and focusing on it to some degree for a certain length of time.
Okay. So
You can still do other things, but you need to in the back of your mind have that idea. It's like, I'm attuning to this. I'm spending time.
Generally, you're taking a short rest, and at the end of the short rest, you can also attune to something.
okay. So for now, I guess I'll just hold on to it, sort of like a book or whatnot. Just sort of keep it close to me.
Yeah, because wandering around town would qualify as a short rest if it's in an hour span and you're not doing anything crazy. At the same time, attunement would allow for that.
Okay.
As long as you're not doing anything strenuous during that time.
So no more cinnamon roll eating. Okay, gotcha.
Is that strenuous?
Yeah.
The third cinnamon roll is strenuous.
Keeping it down. That's the hard part.
All right. So now she's gonna start walking around, see if she can find any of her other peeps, other companions.
You do remember that the group said that once you finish with your work to regroup at the Carline Canopy.
So she's gonna take a leisurely pace back to the Carline Canopy, try to burn off those extra calories she just pounded down.
Sounds good.
Good luck.
Okay. Soul. You're sitting in the Carline Canopy, but away from the rest of the group at the moment, and just kind of keeping an ear open, trying to hear the latest gossip. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I was hoping, well, if people are talking about the Garlean attack, I was hoping to hear about it if that spread there too.
Okay. Gridania is a considerably further distance away from Vesper Bay than Ul'dah is. As such, there isn't as much gossip about it here. If anyone's talking about it, you haven't heard of them doing it in here.
Okay. Then I guess I'd probably just be listening for general gossip about adventuring that's about, I guess. But I was mainly hoping to hear about Garleans if I was going to hear anything.
Okay. Speaking of Garleans, you do see Omega, your Hrothgar ally, hammering away at a quarterstaff, making it appear like a gunblade. You recognize gunblades from your time in the military. So it's something that you're familiar with. But listening up, you do hear an argument of a small adventuring party. It appears to be a woman. She's wearing a Pitassos hat, like the thing that you see witches wear, and she's got kind of white gray robes on, and she's being yelled at by a guy that has a couple of daggers. It's like, it is your fault that Aldo died. It is your fault that you didn't keep us healed. And
oh man, life of a healer, man.
Right. And then there's another guy standing by there. It's like, all I can do is punch things. I can't give them health back. You let our tank die. He was supposed to love you. That's what I thought, and you let him die. And she goes, I mean, I still have him, and she pulls out his head. This is all that's left of him. I wanted to hold on to it. It's like, the other two are like, this party is over. And they just walk away from her, and she just goes and sits down with the head in her lap at one of the chairs and just kind of looks dejected. That's what you hear in there.
How much do you think she'll give me for that head?
I'm gonna... Oh. There you guys... Oh, okay, there we go. I froze for a second. I'll give her a second look, and then I'm gonna head over to the table with the rest of my party, because I want nothing to do with her.
Wise decision.
Yeah. All right. So you sit down at the table. You now see your new, very mysterious companion sitting there. Those of you who are there, which is everybody right now except for Sid and Fifi, right?
Did Kevin and Deus get back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as you finished your little aside, I'm assuming you went back to the cannon.
Yeah, that's what we would have done. Yeah.
And brought cinnamon rolls.
Ooh, I'm gonna have a cinnamon roll then.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hey,
So Kenji has brought cinnamon rolls for everybody.
Oh, what are these, Ken?
These are cinnamon rolls found in the town.
Oh, right.
They're
Do we have
quite
cinnamon
good.
rolls back at Cliffside?
No.
What's a cinnamon roll?
A very tasty dessert, friend.
But yeah, this food. Well, I mean, don't mind if I do. You mind if I have one of those?
Not at all. Everyone gets one.
Oh man, oh, you are incredible! You're even better than the hamburger we had earlier. Oh, DX, this white cream reminds me of the cream I used to help me make at my house. You know, where we've been working hard, and that cream came out, and it was just so delicious and sweet, and it got all over our faces. And you remember
Mom
that?
used to get tired trying to pump it so hard, so yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta pump hard to get the cream. You know, it's the only way it works.
Yep.
Welcome to the group, noob.
Thank you so much, Ken. I super appreciate this.
Of course.
It tastes really good, Kevin, but the very first thing that you realize is it tastes nothing like Popotos.
I would hope so.
I think I'm in the wrong business. I shouldn't be farming Popotos. I should definitely be farming these things.
Farming cinnamon. So what, half a gun tiny?
Did you try one of these things? Omega. Did you try one of these things? They call them cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I literally ate a whole one.
Oh,
In one bite.
what are you working on over there?
My stick.
You gotta work the stick really good.
You gotta work the stick really
yeah.
good, yeah.
Appreciate
It all
that?
depends on how you handle it, you know?
Oh yeah, man.
That's what I tell people.
Quality of the wood, too.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Omega gets it. TT, Omega gets it.
He gets it. Omega gets it.
I understand completely. You know, if you're not handling it the right way, it's not gonna shoot right.
That's right.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know much
Might blow
about
up in
that.
your face. That's no good.
Exactly. You don't want it blowing up in your own face.
Yeah.
That would be horrible. Well, if you ever need help me with whacking that stick, you just let me know. I'll be happy to work it for you.
If when I'm done, you want to stand around and let me whack you, that's fine.
Oh, I'll let you whack me with your stick anytime you want.
Wonderful. I'll take you up on it.
Nope. So anyway, Fifi, what would you be doing right now?
I'll just rejoin the group.
You don't want to do anything in particular? Anybody?
This place is kind of boring. There's like no libraries. I don't know. So, anyone else find anything interesting? Oh, what are those?
Sid was specifically going to the Conjurer's Library.
It's not a library.
Or, well,
It's the guild.
the Conjurer's Guild.
Yeah.
I walked by those guys, but they looked really stuffy. What do you guys have over there?
General.
Cinnamon roll. Some kind of confection?
No, hey, Fifi, you gotta try these.
A big stick.
You're gonna love it. You gotta put one of these in your mouth. I mean, there's cream on
Kevin,
top of it. It's just
stay
delicious.
back. I'll go grab one myself.
No, you gotta get one.
That's what I literally just said.
I'm just saying. I've never tasted anything like this before in my life. It's just so delicious.
Okay.
I mean, they're not Popotos, though, are they?
I'm thinking about creating a farm and making these instead.
Farming cinnamons.
Very
Okay.
Do you farm them,
Fifi,
or they grow off a tree?
for one of a very rare moment with this group, you feel truly joyous when you bite into the cinnamon roll. It is delicious.
Cool. Way to go,
You know,
Baker.
this is really delicious. Kevin, I don't know how you're going to grow these, but good luck to you.
Oh, thanks. I know. You know, just like anything else. You find the seeds, you plant them in the ground, you water them, and make sure that they grow up and the sun will shine down.
Kevin, if you look, I don't know if you just bit the whole thing in one bite or whatever, but if you look, there's no seeds.
You just gotta find the person that's giving out seeds, you know. He had a stockpile of them in the farm. My parents always kept them up, and their grandparents always kept them up.
This is really good.
I just gotta find myself some cinnamon bun seeds, and we'll be in business.
Is that what you brought last time too?
You should probably go do that.
Oh, was you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask around. Thanks. You know what? You never really been into my ideas, but I appreciate that you're into this one. I mean, how could you say no to the cinnabon?
It's pretty delicious.
Right.
Kevin, you know what baking is?
Yeah, that's women's work.
God damn it!
Just I'm pretty sure that to grow these cinnamon rolls, you need to do some baking.
Okay, so okay. Well, you know, I think we can do that. You know, I'll grow them, and then Georgina can bake them.
And with that revelation, we'll switch over to Sid, who's been walking through Gridania, not aimlessly, but slowly, meandering, taking in the sights, enjoying the area. This is a city unlike any that you've ever seen before. It's a place that feels truly in tune with nature, something that you found missing in your travels. That feeling gets stronger as you approach Stillglade Fane. And this is the site of the Conjurer's Guild. The door, there is no door, in fact. It is built into the root system of a tree, and you go underground to get inside.
In I go.
Yeah. Just kind of looking around, it appears to be like an oversized rabbit hovel kind of thing. Sorry, that was racist.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't think so, sir.
But as you're walking through, you see several people, all of whom wearing the same set of robes. Same design of robes, not the same robe. That'd be really difficult for all of them to fit into one.
Those are big enough.
That's true.
It's a weird cult you got going on.
They're all step siblings.
You see someone who appears to be somebody appears to be giving a lecture, and they're wearing a dark blue robe instead of white, and they have horns coming out of their head, but not like an owl ra. They appear to be like very small and to a point, coming like right at the tops of their heads here. And they appear to be shorter, and they look very youthful, but they speak with a poise and wisdom that belies their age. Gravitas. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I kind of just linger around and listen to the lecture for a minute. Seems to be the person giving information, so I'll wait for them to be done.
Yes. So he's leading them in various forms that they should move their hands. It's like, now close your eyes. Be in tune with the air elementals, with the water elementals. Realize how they move the forests, how they propel the streams. Only through them can we heal the land and thus our brethren. And he's very Zenyatta-like. As you, for those who know Overwatch. He appears to have spotted you because you stick out like a sore thumb. You're definitely the tallest person here. But he gives you the universal, hang on a minute kind of look. And he finishes his lecture with the group, and then they go and they begin making all kinds of arm motions with their eyes closed while they're trying to become more in tune with the spirits of the forest. And he comes down off of his pedestal, or not pedestal, his dais that's there.
Oh, I'm not there.
Different spelling. And walks up to you and says, "Hello, sir. I do not recognize you as one of our number. How may I help you?"
No, we've just arrived here from Ulda. We're kind of on the way to the Far East, but when I heard that this place was here, I felt like I needed to stop in and, I don't know, maybe get some counsel, I guess. I'm not really from around here, but a lot of what I know and a lot of what I can do is kind of tied into what y'all do here, as far as I know. And I've had a bit of a problem that I don't really know how to explain.
Well, I find it is usually best to start at the beginning.
That's fair enough. Like I said, myself and a few others have come from a very separate town. We're kind of new to this area completely, and have you ever heard of a situation where somebody's energy, somebody's etheric power just kind of flows out of them without them being able to stop it?
Do you have an example that I can see?
I roll up my sleeve and show the mist lightly coming off.
His face is passive. He examines your arms. It appears there are some very specific and very intricate, interesting, magical workings here. A ritual of some sort.
The longer I've been away from my home, the more this has strengthened. I don't know what it means, and I don't know what'll happen if it runs out.
I have some theories. To me, it appears that your ether is not in balance. You have a war inside of you. The elementals warned me of your coming, telling me that you are an unstable essence entering our area. I was prepared for you. I do not think you're a threat.
Well, that's good to know after that threatening comment.
It is not a threat. It is a suggestion for help that you should seek.
You know, I'll take any help I can get at this point.
You are trying to live two separate lives, it seems. Part of you lives at home. Part of you is here, wandering. You need to find a balance, reconcile.
All right. Is there anything I can do for that, or is that kind of just a state of mind?
Well, as you are not a member of our Conjurers Guild, but you are still a practitioner of our arts, I'm not sure that my advice can help. But, if it will, I recommend that you commune with the spirits of the land. Particularly those elementals of air and water. The two linchpins of our craft.
All right. How would I go about that?
There's no one way to tell someone how to meditate, how to commune with the forest. If you were to stay here for a time, I can help you with that, because I know their prevalence in this forest. I know where they tend to congregate. But I do not sense that staying here is something that you will do.
Not yet, at least.
Then you must find your own way. Seek out sources of water, sources of wind, wherever you go, and see if you can hear the voices.
All right, I appreciate the counsel.
One last thing. You're not broken. Safe travels. And he walks away from you.
Drop that.
Sid breaks down in tears. I just need to know I'm not broken.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I'll wander my way out after that.
Right. As you're walking out, you hear his calming voice again as he's guiding his pupils in more meditation from the dais. Not that dais.
What about the rest of his eyes?
Amadeus?
I'm going to throw something at you through the computer. Alright. Sometime later, Sid wanders into the Carling Canopy.
I'm going to send you a quick message of things that I would have been looking for at a general shop. Nothing important.
Okay.
Oh, Sid, you gotta eat these things. They're so good.
What do you have over there?
They're so good. They're called cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna grow them on my farm. Just try them. Ken brought them.
Go over and check it out.
Okay. Are you going to take a bite?
Yeah.
Okay. Kenji offers the box of cinnamon rolls to you. There's one left. Or there's a few left. We'll say that Genbu hasn't gotten one yet.
Two for me?
Genbu, you haven't seen him.
Well, someone saw him.
Wow. But yes, offers you the cinnamon roll. It smells amazing. And it's still warm.
Yeah, I'm trying it.
Sure. Whatever conflicting thoughts that you had after speaking with Isumiyan, which was, I'm sorry, the name of the Conjurer's Guild leader. I forgot to give you his name, but he would have told you. Whatever conflicting feelings you have seem to melt away to just contentedness as you're eating the cinnamon roll, which goes away once you finish it.
Yeah.
All right.
Such a good roll.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't already married, I swear I'd kiss you. Never mind. I'm just saying, if I wasn't married, I'd kiss her for these things.
Very glad you're married, friend.
Me too. That's so sweet of you to say.
All right.
Real quick,
Group is active.
Daz, I sent you something a little bit ago. Is that something that can be made in Gridania or in another place?
Did you send it through text?
Yes.
Lasagna.
How exactly do you intend to make a nuclear bomb?
Very carefully. Very carefully.
What do you think the candles are for?
What?
Everyone knows leather tallow is radioactive.
Sorry, buddy.
You're all good.
That wasn't. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to do it, go for it.
So you wouldn't recommend it, but you're saying actually go for it. So you're empowering and also misleading.
I don't want you to live your life by my rules.
Did you mix the ginger beer with the...
Mm-hmm.
He did. That's why I was asking.
Regular ginger beer, yes. Hibiscus ginger beer, no.
Not as good.
You didn't like it?
Not as good.
Okay.
Maybe with a vodka it would have been better. A little better.
Alright.
Something not as smoky.
Oh yeah, it was very smoky.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. I sent you. Okay, you got it, Jess. All right. All of you are now together in the Carling Canopy. What's the next move?
Time to go get us some ships, yeah?
Well, yeah. Are you familiar with how close the dock is from here?
I mean, the lady up at the airship told us.
You also came in through it.
I also came in through that way. Yeah, I'm very familiar.
So you're vouching for her is what you're saying.
She didn't lie to us.
Alright.
Which means everything she said about Harry, probably true.
Hey, Sherwin, did you ever get those link pearl things you were looking for?
Yes, sort of. I have the link shell here, and it'll takes a little while for it to make the link pearls, but essentially, yes. Just need to wait a little bit.
That thing makes pearls?
Yes, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh wow, well, I wasn't gonna touch it. I'm trying to figure out how a shell can make pearl. That makes no sense to me.
Sometimes I forget that you.
A lot of things don't make sense to you.
You can have oceans. There's no such thing as like oysters or.
True.
She's wise beyond her years.
Yes, well, they're named like this because of certain creatures that live in the oceans that live in shells, and they create pearls over a period of time. Okay, so you take the shell, and inside the creature lives inside the shell. But if a grain of sand gets inside the shell, it irritates the creature. So it sort of creates this hardened substance over the grain of sand, which in essence becomes a pearl, and they're very valuable.
So you're saying
and worn as jewelry. As jewelry.
I just want to know. I know. I've seen the pearl necklace. That DX and I talked about that a little bit ago. But
now apparently it's only a sand necklace, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You're telling me a little piece of sand it turns into a fancy pearl. All right. I mean, I pulled a donkey's tail before, but this one goes too far.
Well, don't take my word for it. If you ever get to a seaport town, they might have some clams there that you can see if maybe there's a pearl inside one of them.
Oh, okay. So I just got to go find the clam, and then I touch the pearl and put a little piece of sand in it, and if I wiggle it enough, it turns into a pearl.
It takes time to do that. So you might be waiting a while for your pearl to come out of the clam that you are molesting.
I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm not trying to do anything sexual-wise to that pearl. Anyway, okay, well, I appreciate the information. I'm sure it's some science-y thing, and, and I believe in science, so makes sense. Hey, Professor, you mind coming over here for a quick sec? I have a present for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Hey, so, Professor, DX and I were in a store, and, I was talking to the shopkeep, and, I asked, if they had anything good for, potential lovers, to make things go, better. So, I got you this. This is a lover's candle, and supposedly, when you light it, it makes everything smell all nice, and, it kind of gets people in the mood.
No boats.
Yeah, but
you know what?
I'm just, I saw you, I think it was really nice that you took showering out on that date. And I'm not saying, anything's gonna happen. I'm just saying it'd be nice if, you had a candle and, if next time you guys are at dinner, maybe you light it and you see where it goes. But, hey, I just know I'm here pulling for you, and I hope you like this gift.
Thank you, Kevin. Do I know outside of game here? Am I familiar with catnip?
I mean, you probably read about it.
But you said this is a catnip scented candle?
I didn't tell you it was a catnip scented candle. I just said it was a candle.
It's got catnip in it, in fact. But
if I said it was a candle for lovers.
Right, but
you know nothing about catnip. You don't know anything.
I would say that without the candle being lit, you would have no idea.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin.
Hey, it's our little secret. No one else has to know.
It sounds like that's probably for the best.
Now I'm just supportive. Okay, you've done a lot for me, and I feel like, if I can help you out in the love area, I'm gonna do my best.
I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you.
I pat you on the back.
Come on. You gotta go sword.
So
boats. Oh, so Ken, you were saying someplace where we're going for these boats?
Yeah, that's correct. Follow me. And I'm gonna start leading toward the boats.
Okay. You know that it is a 2-hour walk. You also know there are chocobo stables where you can rent chocobos in Gridania.
If you guys want to rent chocobos, it'll cut about 3/4.
The last time we rented chocobos, let's just say we're not getting the deposit back.
That's terrible, and walking's just fine.
Okay. Unless anyone has anything else they want to do in the city, you exit Gridania.
Yes. Sherbin needs to make a stop at the Archers Guild, real quick.
Right. That's fine. We'll.
Okay.
Yeah. We're good.
Okay.
Did you want to do that right now, or did you want to do that privately? Because you sent a private message.
Well, I just needed to know if they were going to be able to make that thing. So
They say yes, and they take an order.
that'd be great.
Would you like us to mail this to you anywhere? You seem to be in a hurry.
Tell it to me as soon as you finish it. Wonderful. How much would that be?
You're cutting out.
Yeah, just your mic was cutting out again.
Oh, that was. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's gonna come back.
She's dead, Jim.
You won't fight me?
I'm sorry, what?
Fight me.
Young lady, I don't think you want to fight.
Spar me. Spare me.
Oh, wordplay.
So you were saying?
Can you hear me much better?
Yes.
Is this better?
Perfect.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yes, if you could make this and deliver it to me as soon as possible, how much would that be?
Oh, but it's a specialty item, you see. I probably couldn't let it go for less than 50 gold.
Wonderful. That's perfect.
Oh,
I had
okay.
We're very good at that one.
Where shall I have the Mughals deliver it?
Where are we going to with the boats?
Kugane.
Kugane. If you could deliver it to, do I know the name of the inn in Kugane?
You would have been in the area, so the Bokairo Inn.
If you could deliver it to the Okairo Inn in Kugane, as soon as it's finished, that would be wonderful. I'd really appreciate it.
Yes, of course, of course. I shall have the best Mughals deliver it to you. Absolutely. I will get my artisans on this right away.
Wonderful. I hand him the 50 gold.
Thank you, thank you. And he bows like 3 times. All right, so the rest of you are leaving the city. Sherbin will just say that you caught up before they left.
Okay.
Professor, why are we going to this Kugani again?
Well, this is
Yeah, Kugani. Why are we going there?
Oh my god, that is not what I heard.
Oh.
No, you heard it right the first time.
oh boy, this is where we have to go to A, continue the quest that we're helping Cherubin out with for the eggs, and we can also get the items that we need to make the Oroshigane ingots for Rowena.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
As you say her name, you see a little paper come out of the bag of holding. It just says, "Yes, I am listening."
I'll send money for the Moogle.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get on our way and meet these Kuganians.
John, out of game.
Yep.
Please butcher it and call it something else.
Okay, got it. Will do. Let's go meet these gonorrheans and
Which part of the shroud are we going to, by the way?
You're in the South Shroud at the moment.
Would I be able to look for mining nodes in game parlance?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. As you all are walking along, several of you recognize some of the vegetation in the South Shroud because it's very similar to the vegetation that you saw in the North Shroud when you were there. Back when you were fighting Tiamat. Oh, yeah. Okay. Did you forget about that?
No, I didn't know where it was.
Oh. I swear I said it.
It was only a couple days away from where we are now, wasn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, the Shroud is a huge forest, and it's just partitioned off into various quadrants. In this case, the South Shroud is where you are, as you're headed towards the docks. While you're on your way there, make a perception check, Sid.
The first guy who looks competent in a real hand-to-hand combat. Great. Sounds scary.
22.
Ooh.
Kevin. 22. Okay. As you're walking along with the group, you're kind of just absentmindedly listening to their conversation, but scanning around, and you notice what appears to be the faintest hint of a possible ore vein in one of the hillsides.
Excuse me, guys. I just want to check this out really quickly.
Okay. When you go over there, sure enough, it does appear to be some kind of metal in there that's different from the surrounding limestone. What do you do?
I will take the fancy pickaxe from the bag of holding
Okay.
and give it a couple of whacks if I can.
Sure. Give me 2 strength checks.
Ooh, my strong suit. Good thing I have inspiration. And I'm going to use it.
You know you have a really strong guy that can help you with that?
Well, I got to try first, Kevin.
Yeah. I love that out of all the people to become a miner, Sid.
That'll do, though. I'll take a 15 on one of them.
Sure. Your first whack just cracks open the rock, and you see it is actually a rich tin ore vein.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your second whack.
Oh, boy.
All of you just see Sid, with quite a bit of difficulty, swinging a very heavy pickaxe, and just you hear the sound against the rocks.
That's going to be an 8.
Okay. You get it's not clean, but you are able to take a chunk of tin ore from the rock, and it's about the size of your fist, and you feel very accomplished.
Impressive. Very nice.
Why?
Well, we have to get ore where we're going, and to do that, we're going to need to know how to do this. And honestly, Millie, Deus, and actually Omega, you could actually help me out with this too, now that I think about it. I was going to try to figure... Yeah, you. I was going to try to put together an item or a modification to this pickaxe here that would utilize the black powder that you use in your weapon to increase the power of my swings for the purpose of mining ore.
Yes, you know how much I like hitting things. I don't mind doing it for you.
Well, you can't always be with me, Kevin.
I guess that's true.
As Millie shows that to Sid, she goes and wedges a small cylindrical device in the crack that Sid made, and then looks to where Kevin is, runs behind Kevin, and then there's a loud explosion as she sets off a grenade in the crack that Sid made.
Sure. You blow apart the rock, disturbing the stillness and the beauty of the wood with just this smoking crater that's there of shrapnel, and there's no sign of any of the precious metal in there. It's been blown away wherever it was.
That's good.
Oh, cool. Hey, do that again, Millie.
Lesser.
No, I think he means more. A bigger explosion.
No, that is not what I mean.
It was so cool. Did you see the thing go?
Yes, but there's nothing left of what we were looking for.
Hey, but we blew things up. That's cool, Professor. Ain't
Powder's got it correct.
I'm just picturing Millie as what's his face from Atlantis, the explosives.
Yep.
So one day I'm working
Vinny,
at the
I think.
flower shop, and we're making like 400 corsages for some prom. Boom! Laundromat next door explodes.
What I should do
Just you think about it, and maybe we can work something out.
I'll think of something.
I'm gonna start testing my stick on rocks.
It does not break them open.
If I do it and spend a munitions for 2d10 thunder damage,
That would work.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Sure, you blow apart pieces of the rock. It's a smaller explosion than the grenade that Millie used. But you didn't find anything of value. You found small chunks of granite.
Huh?
Make some nice countertops with this.
You shouldn't beat your stick against hard objects. Taking it for granted.
I beat my stick with on a lot of worse things.
Don't take schist for granted, or you might die already.
Yes.
Hey, look, I made a bridge, and it took me, 2-3 seconds, tops.
Vinny is pretty much exactly what I had in mind when I picked Grenadier for Millie.
Alright, so heading to boats, picking up things along the way. How's the general vibe of everybody? How are we doing? Are we in good spirits?
Yeah.
As a leader, I have
am.
to check in on my group.
Oh, as a leader.
Yeah.
Well, can you close the door, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, as a leader, I gotta check in on everyone now. I know we got 2 new. Are we vibing with our 2 new friends here? One of them doesn't want to fight me. Do you fight me? Would you fight me? Like a spar. Now you don't have to not to the death, unless you want to go to the death.
Yeah, I'll spar with you.
Beautiful.
Let's do it. So, literally just in the middle of the Black Shroud, as you guys are on your way to the docks, Omega challenges Soul. Soul, are you leaving your hood up?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're using your bow, or are you using something else?
I'm gonna draw my longsword.
Longsword.
Oh.
Okay. And you've got your staff.
I've got my staff.
Sure. We're gonna do a quick combat between the 2 of you. Okay.
Sure.
So, what's
Real
your
quick.
armor class?
My armor class is 18.
And your armor class, Soul?
12.
I have split mail
Oh no. Okay.
and defensive.
Wait. 12?
Yeah, isn't that just the simple leather armor?
Do you have no dexterity?
No, I only have +1 dexterity.
Then your armor
for that.
13.
13, okay.
Get that +1.
I think leather armor might be 11.
Well, yeah, yes.
Oh,
yeah,
straight up, not
studded
leather,
is 2.
yeah.
Yeah, studded
Oh,
is
okay.
2.
You're right then. 12 is correct.
You know you.
First time for everything.
What was that?
There's a first time for everything.
Don't give yourself nearly enough credit. Anyway.
We'll give you the credit. You're gonna win this fight.
Partial credit.
Yeah. All right. So, both of you roll initiative.
All right. What the fuck? Mine's a 19.
Millie presents this formula to Sid in the meantime.
Hold that there for a second.
Take a picture. It'll last longer. What do we say to the god of AT-ATs? Not today.
Not today, yeah. Always not today.
Not today.
I would gladly pay you Tuesday
For a hamburger today. Let's go.
Yeah, it's the
Thank you.
wimpy philosophy.
Pretty wimpy statement.
My
Yeah.
grandfather used to say that all the fucking time to me.
Hell yeah. He's a real one.
Yeah, he was.
I rolled a 19 on my initiative.
What was your
Oh my
initiative,
God.
Soul?
Rolled really high.
I rolled a 19 as well.
Oh,
What's your dexterity modifier?
mine's +2.
All right, so
Oh
Omega's
shit.
first.
All right.
Oh.
Omega's like, oh yeah, okay, stick time, and she's gonna sprint in 10 feet to within 10 feet of your character and just do some stick whaps. Just coming in, wide swinging, 2 hands.
Do you have 2 attacks at this level?
Yes, I do.
Hell
So
yeah.
attack 1. That's a 9 + 9, 18.
So that's gonna hit.
+9. Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna use any. I'm not gonna use any munitions
Well,
right
it's a
now.
spar. It's not to the death.
yeah. +9 makes sense.
Just a friendly spar?
10 damage on the first hit.
Christ.
Second attack is a 16 + 9,
Run me not to fuck with you.
and another 6. So 16 damage.
Are you still up?
15 damage.
It's non-lethal, so maybe it's recoverable at the end of the day.
I am down to 35 HP.
Yep. You don't have to tell us how much you have.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But okay, so it's your turn. What are you doing? You've just been beaten with a gun stick.
This is great. This is great. Come on, hit me, hit me, hit me.
After shaking my head for a second, I will try and take a swing with my sword here right back.
While
11.
moving, you can change weapons if you want. That's part of movement. So if you wanted to use your bow, you can. But 11 total. Or did you roll an 11?
Yes. Yeah. I rolled at 11.
So what's your attack bonus with your longsword? It should be, I think it says 2 hit or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, 17.
Just misses.
Just misses. It glances off of Omega's armor. Are you wearing armor?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes. Otherwise, it was going to glance off her fur. Do you have 2 attacks or just the 1?
I believe I just have the 1.
Bard.
Yeah.
Bard will have 1.
Okay, so you're starting to think this might have been a mistake.
That was good. That was good. I respect the effort.
Hit again.
I'm gonna hit 2 more times. Oh, I might have missed.
Use the limit break.
First one's an 11.
Can I roll?
That is a miss.
Can I roll a reflex to move in front of this one? And like,
Are you really trying to interrupt the fight?
I want to try to interrupt the fight.
I'll let you roll a dexterity check.
You wanted to get in front of this one?
Yep.
Correct.
It's gonna hit me, but
yeah, I rolled it's a 26.
Do you
17
parry with your sword, or are you just standing in?
he's trying to block. But if he doesn't, if she's just so strong,
What's
she
your
hits
armor
through.
class?
20.
Okay, you get in the way. You draw your sword, and you get about half up before the staff comes down and whacks you on the shoulder. Like you weren't able to get your sword in the way. In
7.
Soul, Kenji has just jumped in front of the attack that was meant for you and taken it.
I think this fight's pretty much over.
You just see stars in Omega's eyes, like 2 on 1. Please, I'll take you both on.
Yeah,
No, I
always
think you
good.
proved your
Threesomes
worth,
are always
little
good. Yeah. You've won this one. I've seen enough.
You've seen it. Fine.
Hey, it's okay, Omega.
I yield. You proved your point.
You can hit me with that stick if you want. Like I said,
I'm gonna
don't
hit
mind
Kevin
being
with the
hit.
I'm gonna hit all Scarecrow here.
I think the two of you are fine with different abilities.
That's a 28 to hit Kevin.
No, that misses.
This is because Kevin ran away after he saw it.
Yeah, 28.
So Kevin, that was
Oh my god!
11 points of damage.
Jesus.
Oh, I thought you could hit harder than that.
Wow.
I'm not spending my superpowers on it right now. I'm just trying to thwomp you.
Oh, can I try giving you a hit with my greatsword?
A marmot nearby.
A smarmit?
A marmot.
A marmot. Okay.
So it's like
Smarmy marmot.
Smarmy marmot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an oversized squirrel,
Very smug.
and it's just kind of it gives you a look like it's a forest animal, and it looks at you like fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Deus translates for you.
Yeah, right. Because I can do that.
Kevin, absolutely you can hit me with your sword, please.
All
please.
right.
Flat of the sword, Kevin. The flat of the sword.
I'm gonna keep it in its harbor. What's that called?
I thought we were just going on a boat
Scabbard?
today.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
don't know
I'm not
what
gonna take
leads
the
up
sword
to the
out,
boat,
but like I'm gonna hit him with the blunt.
The scabbard.
Scabbard. All right, here I go. Attack. Sorry.
Is anyone healing
23?
Soul, by the way?
22 will hit.
We'll just say it's an improvised weapon.
How?
I don't think we should weaken ourselves further.
13 damage. Ah!
Nice.
All right. I think you got a nice stick there. I mean, we both didn't use all our strength, but like I said, super fun to hit each other.
That's a very good sword, Kevin. I enjoy how big it is, and it hurts.
So, how bad are you looking right now?
I can cast Healing Word on myself here.
Do we have a short rest amount of time to walk? Great, because I'm gonna do a hit die on that short rest.
So if you don't want to cast Healing Word on yourself,
Yeah, guys, don't worry about it. I'm gonna do prayer of healing for everybody.
okay, sure.
Great.
It takes 10 minutes. But...
Oh, Professor, I'm barely even hurt. I don't even think Omega's hurt. And actually, I'm pretty impressed with Sal over there. He can really take a hit.
You took very good hits. That was very good. You're very fast. You got in the way of that hit. That was very good.
Yeah, Ken, I appreciate you breaking it up, but, you know.
You get hit well.
You're stronger than you look.
Hey, sometimes it's good to test everyone out, you know. Plus, I don't know how Sal fights over there, and it's good to know. You know, I was a little scared about trying to take care of him in a fight, but looks like he can hold his own just like you could. I mean, you basically almost blocked that hit that was coming in.
I'm impressed that I didn't.
That's going to be 17 healing to everybody who needs it.
We're good at healing?
I am back to full.
Hey, it's okay, Ken. No one can be as good as a sword master as I am right now. But you know, you got a good effort, and he's being like earnest. He's trying to be nice.
Oh, I feel that he's trying to be nice.
Yeah.
So is this Omega's way of making friends?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Everybody see she said it. Everybody see she said it, right?
She must not like me very much.
No, we shouldn't do that.
Thank you for the callback.
Got you.
Hold on a
Yeah.
second. So, can you hear me, by the way, Alex?
Yes.
Okay. So, you took those hits. It did a lot of damage to you. But it didn't feel as painful as the hit points made it seem. That's it.
Interesting.
And it's not because she was pulling your punches, so to speak.
Prayer of healing is fantastic. I just never get a chance to use it a lot.
It takes 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right, so now that everyone's done wasting blood and magic, shall we get going?
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's do it.
Okay. As you get to the docks.
I think I'm gonna put on my Ronin Gensa, the massive hat that like covers the shoulders.
Big hat.
Is it like
The sunny.
Yeah, it's triangle and it comes down in like a wicker basket, basically around the entire. Yeah.
Does it burn like a wicker basket?
I hope no one lights it, and I have to find out. Not the bees.
Top white and no so frail.
Not the bees. Not the
You
bees.
find out that it's waterproofed with tar.
Oh no.
All right. Somebody said something. I'm sorry. I was making a terrible Eve 6 joke.
No, it was a fantastic U6 joke.
My man.
And you named the one song I knew, so well done.
Probably no Here's to the Night also.
Maybe.
Somebody said something while I was making jokes. Who was it?
No
Okay.
one's gonna speak
So,
up.
You continue your jaunt through the forest, and you approach the docks. The docks are little more than long planks of wood stretching out over marshland, is what it seems like. It's not built like a seaport. It's built very much to be as unintrusive with nature as possible. And you arrive just in time to see a boat flying the flags of Kugane from the far east, leaving. If you hadn't stopped to fight, you would have made that boat.
Well, making a boat can take years.
Luckily, there is another ship that's there, and it is flying the flags of, well, most of you would not know this. Those of you who are not from Cliffside would recognize it appears to be an older version of Limsa Lominsa's flag, back when they were more piratey.
Interesting.
You say a version of what flag?
Limsa Lominsa. It's one of the 3 major nations.
Which way would that be leading?
Limsa Lominsa is on the other side of the archipelago from where you are. Let me see. I'll send the map again.
Oh, thanks. I've never seen the map. This might be helpful.
Oh man, it sure is a good thing we took that time to fight and waste time and stuff.
Thanks for always being an advocate for me, Fifi.
Of course.
Always happy for you.
I know. We're secretly rivals.
Sweet. What will be as soon as it finishes loading?
Fifi enjoys me getting stronger, as I enjoy them getting stronger. And one day we will fight.
Did Omega go to public school?
Yeah, maybe for like a day.
Okay.
Okay, so that one ship is the only one that's still here. There doesn't appear to be any dock hands that are directing anything here. You get the impression that you might need to negotiate your own fare.
I got this. Great, I got this.
My character has no idea that you don't negotiate anything.
No, I'm very good at negotiating. Omega, fully knowing that she's not going to do very well, is walking very slowly.
I'll walk along with Omega.
Hey, go,
Omega's
Sid.
thinking about what she's going to do.
As you approach this very large vessel, somebody shouts at you from over the railing. Oi there, furball, beanpole. What brings you over to our ship?
Well,
He actually laughs.
we seem to have missed the ship we were looking for, actually, just by a couple minutes.
Oh, poor luck that. How was that my fault?
Not your fault, your opportunity to put us on your ship. Take us where we need to go.
He looks around and just kind of like the smirk on his face, and you hear laughter coming from the deck.
Are they loading and unloading stuff right now?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
What?
Oh no, the planks were out for boarding.
Yes, the gangplank is out so that you can get on the ship, and there are some crates that are alongside the dock that's here, but they don't seem to be moving things right now.
I mean, she's not wrong. You guys have any, are you headed anywhere right now? Do you have any plans?
Well, return trip to Limsa Laminsa is probably on the books. We might be enticed to go elsewhere.
Can I roll like a perception to see like if they're gonna make money on their trip? Like, do they have a lot of goods that would sell for?
I don't think you can see it. You're not on the ship, and you can't see their hull.
Got it.
So from where you are, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Makes perfect sense.
What are you doing, Sid?
What do you think might tilt your sails that way?
Well, it depends on where you're going, of course. That ship was headed for Kugane. Is that where you're going?
That is where we're going.
Well, that happens to be all the 7 hells away from where we're going. Tough luck, that.
Is it? I mean, what if we, hear me out, paid you?
Ah, finally, someone picking up on my subtext.
See? You all thought, Omega's been too stupid the whole time. Omega's been silent for most of the campaign. She's not gonna know how to talk to people.
Clearly the brains of the operation.
She's our leader for a reason.
Yeah. Well, it just so happens that Kugane happens to be a wonderful port for merchants, which, for better or for worse, we seem to be.
All right. Well, how much would it cost us to get you to go that direction?
A lot. How many passengers?
11.
Yes. Not going anywhere for this. Good job. 11.
11.
I'm just picturing you saying 11?
11.
Yeah. Well,
Good callback.
you happen to be in
So
luck.
good.
We'll be happy to turn our sails around and head to the bumfuck elsewhere for the low price of 3 platinum per passenger.
I don't have that much. I mean, I can cover some of you guys.
Wait. The platinum's The one that's more valuable than the gold one, right?
That's correct, Kevin.
Can I roll
Got it.
knowledge history on these flags of their ship?
We could wait until the other ship comes back.
11?
You do have
I'm sorry. 15, because I have knowledge history.
Okay.
So I get my proficiency -1. Sorry, 14.
Okay. Just because I want to comment on that. Sherman, are you there with them right now?
No, she's probably just talking among the others.
Oh, okay. Because you said we
Yeah.
could wait till the other ship is back, and I was just like,
Yeah.
Okay. So you recognize these flags. These flags belong to a pirate crew called the Bloody Executioners, who are instrumental. Something that you know about Limsa Lominsa is it is entirely run by former pirates.
Yep.
It basically, the Bloody Executioners were the main group in opposition to Limsa Lominsa becoming, an actual land town for them rather than, living at sea. But eventually, the captain of the Astalicia, which happens to be the name that's on this ship, decided to support Admiral Merlwyn, and Limsa Lominsa became a united nation because of that. This is not Halfswin. Halfswin was the captain of this ship, and he's a Rogadin. This is an Ellison.
Oh, out of character question. Do the pirates or ex-pirates of Limsa Lominsa still have ongoing beef with other active pirates?
Some of them do.
Do any of them have any beef with the Confederacy pirates in the Ruby Sea?
You have no idea.
Well, because one of Sherman's husbands is a pirate in the Confederacy for the Ruby Sea, so wouldn't she know by proxy from her husband?
If he was going to tell you the inner workings of his piracy, maybe. I'll tell you what. You may roll a
Spousal
knowledge
privilege.
history. You may roll a knowledge of history check.
Okay. $14.
Okay, that's good enough. The pirates from Limsa Lominsa do not get along with Confederacy at all.
Okay.
None of them.
And would Sherman know that this is also a Lominsan?
You know
Well,
it's
wait,
from
did you-
Limsa Lominsa, but you don't know the specifics.
Okay, so is it just the active pirates of or the ex-pirates of Limsa Lominsa do not get on well with the Confederacy?
None of the sailors from
None of the
Limsa Lominsa.
sailors do? Okay, and
Sailors encompasses
but she doesn't
normal
know.
people.
But she doesn't know anything about the ship in front of her right now having anything to do with ex-piracy or whatnot. No?
With a 14, I'll say that you recognize the name Astalicia because that is pretty instrumental in the forming of Limsa Lominsa. So, you recognize the name of the ship and that it has some importance to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach the group negotiating, like still with my full hat on and everything, and just say, "What happened to your original captain?"
Never you mind that. I'm the acting captain.
Sure, acting captain. In my experience, acting captains don't always have the full support of the crew.
Oh, lots of experience with pirates do you have?
Ha! More than you'd know, son.
He doesn't seem to like being called son. You see a little twitch.
Wait a second. You guys are pirates?
Related to you?
Now listen,
Crazy. Small
I
world.
recognize the station of your ship, and I recognize why you wouldn't want to go to Kugane. But I'll tell you what, we'll pay you fair passage to get us close. You won't have to interact with the nation at all, and you'd just be a little bit richer on your next
Your next what? Your next what?
No.
Well,
Next week on Cliffhangers Inc.
yeah, right. Oh boy.
Yeah, sorry. Reason why I asked about that piracy stuff is because if Shervin knows that that is a pirate or ex-pirate that has beef with one of her husbands
That's
stuff,
valuable information.
yeah, she would not get on that boat at all,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
unless it's a damn good reason.
We'd have to find out how much longer we'd have to wait for the boat to come back. The other one, at least.
We don't know that the group doesn't know that one of your husbands was a pirate, right?
No,
Okay,
I don't think so.
I didn't think so.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
How?
Can
So,
you see
so we can
us?
hear you, but we can't see you yet.
Okay.
There we go.
There we are.
We good?
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead.
Now, did you make a deal with the Kugane friend?
Sounds like you don't know much about the dealings in Kugane.
That might be true. But what I do know is you didn't used to deal with the Kugane like this. Not when you had your old captain.
Well, that's right. Because we used to steal from those ships. But since we became a right proper nation, we pirates are straight folk.
You became. Wait, you were pirates?
Still are, son.
But you.
Still are, miss.
Pirates. Pirates who deal rightly with nations, not like pirates in the. I hear pirates kill relentlessly and they steal what they want. Is that something you do as a merchant ship? No!
Well,
Pansies.
we do when we encounter beastmen.
We do. How about every ship? Pirates. What happened?
So are you arguing that you don't want to go there
you a beast
when you
woman?
regularly deal trade
Aren't you a
there?
beast woman, though?
I am a beast woman.
Yeah.
Because it's a long trip.
Of course,
We're
it's
not
a long.
properly stocked.
Well, if
I'll
you
tell you
feel
what.
you can't.
We can go back to Limsa Laminsa with you first and then to Kugane. I'll give you cheaper passage, because we could stock up there. That's gonna take you like a week out of the way.
Yeah.
When's the next ship come?
Could be waiting a while. That one? It's the only one I know of that goes from Kugane to Grenania.
You guys got orange juice on your ship?
We do. It's good for combating scurvy.
Hey, Sherwin. Hey, can you come here real quick? I want to make sure these ones don't have the clap.
Why'd you stop stealing from the Kugane, friend?
It's a good voice.
Sounds like you're a bit out of touch. Limsa Laminsa's a right proper nation now. We work nicely with the others.
Why? Is
More
it
profitable
beneficial
and
to
less
you?
death.
Less death.
Less fun, too.
Did Shervin overhear them talking about being ex-pirates, or is that still far away out of your shot?
How far away would you have been?
Back where the group started, before Sid and Omega approached the
I
ship.
would say it would be, given the relative still nature of the area and lack of people, it wouldn't be hard for their conversation to carry over to the group.
So she didn't hear it?
No, you would have heard it because
I would have heard it?
Yeah, I'm saying there's
Yeah, we're close enough to hear them.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, I don't think I can't go on the boat. I cannot go on the boat. I'm sorry.
Why not?
There's personal and safety reasons. I cannot go on that boat.
Is it this boat or all boats?
That boat in particular, with that crew. I cannot go.
With that crew?
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Hey, Wicker Man. Are you good at, like, a boat?
Can I drive a boat? Is that
Yeah.
the question?
Holy shit.
Can you steer a boat?
Wouldn't say it's exactly my forte.
Can you drive a
But
steer?
in theory,
In theory, anyone can drive a boat,
got
friend.
it. How many is on your crew?
Omega.
40.
40 on one.
No, the rest of you can probably go on ahead to Limsa Laminza, and I'd be more than happy to wait for the other ship and meet you in Kogage.
How does one become a captain though?
Yeah, how does one become the captain, though?
You work your way up through the ranks.
Is that what you did to your last
Yeah,
captain?
where's your last captain?
He's not dead. I'm acting captain.
Yeah, why?
That's none of your business.
Is there like a
So you don't actually want our business, do you?
Sure, I'll take your business.
is there like a boathouse or a shipyard or a ship like
A shack.
a
Yeah,
shack?
There is not.
Hey, Teach.
Uh-huh.
Do we need to get to our location fast?
I think we have some time, right, Days?
Yes, Professor. We have 2 months and 6 days.
So, it's a 2-week trip, one way. The next ship that's going to Kugane, I'm just telling you out of character, is a month away because it literally just left.
Great.
Feel like if I had known this, I wouldn't have started a fight. All right, so
Hold those
just-
thoughts.
you said 3 platinum per person.
That's what I said.
All right, everybody get on the ship. I'm giving him money.
No.
Oh, Omega, hold on. I'm gonna step back and take Sherman by the arm and bring her over to the side.
Right, Sid, I'm sorry, I cannot get on that boat.
It definitely seem like that's a big problem. Is there any other way we can get to Kugane?
Is there another way to get to? No.
The only other way to do it would be to teleport to the ether right there, which
Oh, sure.
theoretically
Let's do that.
you would have attuned to, but the distance would make it way more money than your group has.
Damn it. I can't use my card for that.
Would the Gleaners have any kind of connections with any other kind of boats that would head out that way?
They might. I can talk to one of the dockhands and see if maybe there's another boat that will go to Limsa Laminza. That's where.
Sorry, I think you were disconnected when I said it before, but this is basically a self-run dock. There are no dock hands.
Oh, okay.
It's meant to be as unintrusive as possible with the nature nearby.
Okay.
Millie, Deus. Can you guys build a boat?
In a couple of years, as I had mentioned previously in this conversation,
Can you build a big plank of wood and it goes on water?
like a raft.
Yeah.
What's it gonna take for you to give us a reasonable price?
I'd say that is pretty reasonable.
Sid,
What's the problem?
if I get on that boat, Sid, they cannot know who I am. They cannot know who I am. One of my husbands is a pirate for the Confederacy, and they are not on very good terms with the ex-pirates of Limsa Laminza. So you can see why me being on a boat of the ex-pirates of Limsa Laminza would be a bit of a predicament. And I don't want to be a reason for my husband to be put in a awkward position or put myself in danger. If they find out who I am and if they find out who I'm married to, I'm afraid that they could use it to unsavory advantages.
If we get to Limsa, is there a boat that would leave from there, a larger port? That would be safer?
It should. It should. I've passed Limsa Laminza before, very carefully. So if we were to go, do you think our group of friends would be able to not use my name, at the very least.
I call you Sherwin, so we're good.
Yeah, Kevin's on point.
Can we get the Limsa without needing them?
Without needing our friends.
Without needing these? No. Without needing this boat.
The woman, not a surname, it's a map name.
It's the only boat that's going to.
You're cutting out again, Jess.
No point kills a captain. When they become captain. Say it again.
Is that better?
Nope.
Test 1, 2.
Oh,
No.
that's better. That's
That
better.
was better, yeah.
Yay. It looks like this is the only boat that's going to Limsa Lumenza from this dock.
But do the airships go between the 3 main cities?
Do they, Daz?
Yes, I thought I made that clear. Yes, the airships do go between the cities. You don't know what the shipping, or you don't know what the shipping schedules are like out of Limsa Lumenza, though. There's no guarantee that you're going to find a ship taking a Kugan. You look like you want to say something to me.
No, I'm just waiting for the moment.
So would it be possible for Sherbin to take an airship and meet them in Limsa Lumenza?
That's assuming that y'all want to go to Limsa first, because they said, yeah, if you want to add some more time to your trip, we'll give you a cheaper price, and go to Limsa, then go to Kugane, or you can just go straight there. But I'm telling you, you're going to add 2 weeks to your trip if you go to Limsa.
But the airship doesn't go to Kugane?
No, it's too far.
It's Sid's airship.
How did you know about that?
That thing can go anywhere in Spirit.
Okay, there's actually a Sid with an airship in 14 also. So.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Also in 2.
Yes, and also in 7, technically.
Don't go to the Omega Temple, guys. It's bad.
Singing at home.
So if we were to go on that boat,
We got there.
the best scenario would be if no one uses my name on that boat, then we go to Lumenza. If we go from Lumenza to Kugane, there's a chance, and we're out of character. Would the course from Lumenza to Kugane pass through the Confederacy territory?
Everything getting to Kugane will go through the Ruby Sea, which is Confederacy territory.
Okay.
There's no way to get to Kugane without passing the Ruby Sea.
Okay. So if we're going to Kugane, I cannot be on that boat. I cannot be caught on that boat. So we
Out
would
of
have
character? Out of character? There's lots of ways to disguise yourself. Just saying.
Well, as
Really
long
bad.
as no one uses my name. I'm worried about someone blabbing Sherbin's name.
I ain't gonna worry about. I call you Shuffles according to my notes.
For their cards.
Okay, so if you keep me away from everybody else, then I think you're fine.
So, what do you think, Sid? Do you think it's possible?
I think it's a pretty hefty risk.
If we were to go, I would have to be very, very heavily disguised.
And the other option would be going back to Gridania, taking an airship to Limsa, and taking our chances.
Mm-hmm.
And a light.
Yeah.
Make
So
a
as
decision,
long
guys.
as no one uses my name, I can try and disguise myself.
I'm afraid about Millie blabbing your name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just put a give me a kick me sign, except it says my name is Sherbin.
So we just gotta pay these dudes, and then we go and we don't say. Oh, I don't know that conversation.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Tell you what, friend. What about 2 platinum a person?
Done.
I'm gonna walk back over to the
You can
main
just do
discussion. Excuse me for a second. I need to borrow my party mates here for a moment.
Millie will hang back and
Take your time.
ask the guy.
Fastest on the Rotano Sea. Fastest on the Bounty, too, once we get there. And then the Ruby Sea will also be the fastest there.
Motion for everybody to come back out of earshot and huddle up.
Hey, what's going on, Professor?
Well,
5 platinum pieces. I thought it said SPP.
No, 5 PP.
You got yourself a deal. We'll do that.
here's the deal.
5 and you catch it?
Yep. What you do from there is your business.
Ship race.
Did you see what Millie asked?
No.
Millie offered 5 platinum pieces for them to catch up to the ship that just left. And so you guys can get on that one.
How long would it take you?
They're looking out at the ship. Longer every second we wait.
Give me an answer.
We can get there in a few hours to a day, most.
I look back at Sherbin.
All right. Well, let's do it. Let's see if we can catch that other ship.
Ship race.
Interesting. Well, boys, hold up the anchor and get back on the ship. Let's get going.
I'm gonna pay 5 platinum.
Millie wasn't offering.
And before we get on,
Yeah, but you get your negotiating fee from
Yeah.
Omega, right?
Yep. Don't worry.
before-
I got this one. It was on me, and we missed the other ship. I got this.
Before we get on, I take off my cloak of protection, put it on Sherbin, and put the hood up.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Sid.
Hero.
As we see the bustle and commotion of the crewmen now getting everything on the ship to leave, what are they wearing, equipped with? Like, how piratey do they look? How merchanty do
Very
they look?
much like pirates. It's been
Like, we're talking like
going-
Jack Sparrow, everyone's got a cutlass and 3 pistols?
More or less, yeah, actually.
I like this ship.
I mean, hey, Captain, before we get on,
Okay, now, from
I just want to make sure none of you guys got the clap or the gonorrheas.
Not yet.
I'm sure some of us do.
Professor, does that spread easily? Like if you touch someone?
Just try and keep your distance. Focus on where we're going. You don't need to be hugging anybody.
Got it, Got it, Captain. Got it, Professor.
Captain. Okay. So you'll get on the ship.
how,
Yes. Yep.
comparatively speaking, how do their guns look to our guns? Quality-wise.
Yours are superior. Theirs are flintlocks, more or less.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. As you get on the ship and you see everybody getting ready, they're preparing the sails, they're moving everything around, they're making sure that the cannons are in place and locked down, or tied down rather, and picking up the crates that were on the dock and taking them out. As you get on the ship, you see the guy that you were talking to standing there. He's just like this. Says, "There's my money." You pay the 5 platinum.
2. And a half. You get the rest when we get on the other boat.
Did you really just break a platinum piece? I'm impressed.
Oh, is that platinum? I thought it was shiny silver.
Isn't that what platinum is?
Ah, that's what I thought it was.
I don't know the density of platinum in real life.
I think I overpaid for a candle.
Okay, so
Millie points the guy to Sid for the rest of the payment.
okay, very well. Since you're all on board, you can call me acting Captain Sicard.
That's a long name.
How about just Sicard then?
I'm gonna make it a call abbreviation, right, Professor? Your name's X from here on out.
No, it's not.
Yeah, X, Captain X.
Captain
No.
I'm starting to regret this decision.
It's honestly probably the best you're gonna get.
I'm 3 times denser than iron.
The less dense gold.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
I have a 20 strength. What
you
is
just,
that?
you just see him like
But
start
density
giving out
isn't the
orders,
same thing as
hand
rigidity.
gestures,
True,
et
true,
cetera.
true.
Before you know it,
should
within
look these
10
up.
minutes, your ship is pulling away from the dock. The Astalicia. And it begins moving with a speed that you didn't think it would be possible to, or at least for a ship of this size. It's got all of the sails filled with wind somehow, even though it was not windy before you got on the ship.
Ooh. Magic sails.
Hey, Millie, take note. For a ship this size, it should not be going this fast.
Is there an echo in here?
Billy, write that down.
Hey,
Are the cannons powder cannons or ether cannons like on the airships?
hey, Captain X, how come your ship's on the water, not flying?
Well, that would make it an airship. This is a sailing ship.
Wait, there's different types of ships.
SICARD.
And what race was he again?
He's an elephant.
In rigidity, platinum is the same as steel.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, where's gold on that list?
Where is it on the Mohs hardness scale?
Gold's way
Right.
up.
It's very
It's not a
soft.
9. It's not a 9.
Platinum is like a really soft.
4 to
Yeah.
4.5.
Well, that makes sense because these are soft. So this is in softness.
This is soft, yeah, soft to hard.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sounds like me.
Tungsten, real fun.
Oh, yeah, Wolfram, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tungsten is my favorite.
Wolfram. Nice.
Yeah.
Good metal.
So, before you know it, you're underway. And your ship is, you can see the other ship. And you're gaining on them. Slowly, but you are gaining on them. It very clearly. Anybody want to do anything at this moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, do it.
Sid, can I have a quick word?
Sure, Kenji.
Takes it off to the side and say, hey,
Fall off the boat.
and then dunk him. No,
Ocean swirly.
just so you know, things might get a little more complicated when we get to my homeland. I believe I've been recognized in our town, and ergo, if anything happens that causes y'all trouble, remember to immediately break away from me, alright?
I'll keep an eye out, Kenji, but I have to tell you, a lot of these people in this group aren't really on board with leaving people high and dry, unless you haven't noticed.
Yeah, but it may be the smarter option, friend.
Again, unless you haven't noticed, not always something that we go with.
Fair, but protect your
Smart.
people, that's all I'm saying.
I'll keep an eye out. I appreciate it.
Cheers to you, friend. I'm gonna head back to the group.
Anyone else?
Yeah. So as soon as Kenji's done with Sid, I'll go over to Sid. And I'll say, Professor Verdeline, I wanted to give you a gift that I had made for you. I wanted something that would keep you safe through this journey through this harsh world that we're finding ourselves in.
Just trying sake for the
Oh, well, thank you, Deus.
Yeah. So I'm going to reach into my pack and I'll pull out the brigandine that we were working on, right? And I'll present it to you.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
Wow.
Yeah. Since you were a professor to most of us here, I call this particular piece of armor the teacher's assistant. And I hope whenever you think of TNA, you think of me.
Aww. Oh my god, that's amazing!
TNA is
Thank you, Deus. That's
Final form.
amazing. That's
TNA?
incredible.
Oh, tits and ass. Yeah. TNA is tits and ass.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So basically, it's like the leather armor, the leather from T-Man's wing, right? And it's sandwiching the discs of bone that we riveted to it. So, yeah.
True.
Thank you, Deus. Thank you very much.
It's a silvery gray color.
Except that I dyed it verdoline blue and metallic gold. Verdoline
Not a
gold.
silvery gray color.
Yeah. So the rivets are the verdoline gold.
It is on the inside.
Yeah.
Thank you, Days. I'll wear it often.
Every time Bob walks
The
into the
teacher's
cord, it catches
assistant.
his tail because his tail's curved.
I just want you to be safe, Professor. That's all.
Well, I hope all of us stay safe, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. I don't want to be safe. Anyone else have anything that they want to do?
Poor Sid just getting, like, letters of impending doom from all the characters.
But he's not broken.
Secret
Yet.
one.
Okay.
Sherman's gonna find a quiet, private place, and she's going to cast divination.
Okay.
And
Let's just have.
Somebody turn on their camera.
sorry. And is this a question that I should ask to the group, or do I ask the DM in private what the question is?
What is it that you're trying to get an answer to a question using divination?
Yes.
Do you want the group to know what it is?
No, in case it might affect the outcome.
Then you could send it directly to me.
It's kind of like
Okay.
a speak with situation where it can be public, but if you choose to make it private, then it's private, unless someone's eavesdropping.
Right, we can do it live like this. If you don't want the characters to know, but you don't mind the players knowing, we can do it live. Otherwise, just send it to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
And there's also the pubic stone. So.
Wow. While she's sending that, you notice that their cargo is less than half a load, or what would normally be loaded on a ship this size. You can tell because all of the areas that they have partitioned off for the cargo, there's not much there. The only cargo that they have are crates labeled as Alamegan salt. So for divination, the answer that I give you, let me look it up. Hold on one second.
Yeah, it's better than clairvoyant. No, wield and woe. It's better than that one.
One's better than the other. I'll say that much. Ever cut a man's throat with a credit card? Yeah, I feel like it does.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll scratch somebody right there.
Yeah.
See, if that's your goal, you get one of these.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Pocket knife.
Yeah, here's the
That folds
thing.
into a credit card.
Yeah, that he almost killed himself with, like, 5 times that I've seen.
No, that's not that one. That's
yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Because that's just a multi-tool, and it always somehow turns itself upside down, and I shake myself on the little,
No.
the little bit. Yeah, the knife has never cut me. The multi-tool, all the time.
Okay. Did you get my message?
Yes.
Because it somehow just goes
You don't seem happy.
every time.
Every time.
Megan's gonna take a cat nap.
Okay, that's
That's
best.
racist.
That's Millie's thing. You can't take Millie's nap.
I'm allowed to take my own. It's a nap.
Keeps her little sanity.
I'm gonna take a tiger sleep.
Anyone else? Anyone else have anything they want to do during this period?
No, I'm just smoking on the deck now.
What do
Are there any crewmen
tigers
below
do?
decks with all the salt?
Yes.
I'm hotboxing a wicker
Are
bat.
any of them actively engaged with the crates in any way?
Not engaged. Guarding.
I'm trying to.
They have unfamiliar people on the ship.
Smart.
Solus, what are you doing?
Well, after acting like strong and brave, I go to the side and then I just finally let out how much pain I was in after getting my ass beat in the duel. So nobody could see it. And then after that moment passes, I'll just go back out on the deck and kind of watch to see how fast we're catching up to the other ship.
Okay. Sea travel is not something that you're familiar with. This would be your first time on a ship.
Okay. I
Wait,
am
unless you're-
probably also sick then.
Not necessarily.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, X. What? I don't know much about pirates. What pirates do? I know they can get the claps and the scurvies and the gonorrheas. But I mean, what do they do?
No.
Well, in the past, we would steal cargo that belonged to other ships.
Well, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that.
We don't anymore.
Everything comes together.
Why'd you change?
Admiral's orders.
Hey, what's an admiral?
Our boss.
I thought
I
the
thought that was
captain
the
was the
captain.
boss.
Yeah.
No, think like a general in an army.
A
I
what?
don't know what that
You
is
got
either.
field commanders, but you also have your general. It's overseeing the whole operation.
A what?
General.
Who's your admiral
General
then?
on the ship.
The Admiral
Lateral transfer.
is Merlwyn Blofazin. And yes, I did say that right. And fuck you if you make me say it again. Nope.
Just
Merlin?
Blofazin? Come on.
Blofazin, yeah.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If you saw how it was spelled, you would understand.
I don't read.
Okay.
I already told you.
The Merlin's like, basically, you guys shouldn't be bad anymore.
Well, were we ever bad to begin with?
I mean, you were
Certain point of
stealing
view,
from
I'd say.
people. That seems pretty bad to me.
That doesn't seem that bad to me.
You shouldn't be stealing from people.
Scarecrow, I used to steal from you all the time.
What?
What?
He's,
What?
Murders?
What?
Were you the Papoda thief of 96?
wait. Oh, okay.
Remember
Yeah.
that thing, the Papoda thief of 96?
Of course I remember the Popoto feast from 96. I mean, we were in the yard every night for like at least a month trying to catch a thief.
96 are two numbers put together. I don't know time.
It checks out.
All right, as long as you say you weren't stealing my Popotos.
Okay. So while that conversation's happening, several hours
every
pass.
I think Portos every
Portos?
time.
Yeah.
The guards.
What kind of candy?
Hold out some rock candy.
They take out a crowbar, spin it around, open up a crate. They get a small pouch, fill it with salt, tie it off. Yep, they do a switcheroo. And then you hear them actually hammering the crate back.
Just stealing from the boss! Yes, pirates never change.
Yep. Okay. 5 hours go by, and you see yourself gaining on the other ship. You're very close when you see that the other ship seems to be throwing heavy items off the side to try to gain speed to get away from you.
How do we signal? Oh, it's the.
They raise a white flag.
Oh. Well, I guess we're catching up on them then.
You can see them. You're within about 20 minutes. You will be side by side.
Okay.
What?
It's just like, we just wanted a ride. It's like a cabbie, follow that car. They drop their wallet, and then they think it's a fucking chase.
How Sea of Thieves is this ship?
I haven't played Sea of Thieves.
All right. So I can't.
Need
Is there a
barrels of-
har-
So
is
every
there a
time
harpoon
you get
gun?
something,
Can I-
a group of more people will come and take it from you.
Nice.
That's Sea of Thieves.
I more meant, can I hop on a harpoon gun and shoot the things that they're throwing off the ship so that way we can give it back
No.
to them? Okay.
It won't roll it. You'll destroy it. And also, they're throwing over cannonballs. Can't
Exactly.
really harpoon
Okay. Yeah, that's.
Magnets.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cannonballs
is
the heaviest thing that they have that they could easily.
Yeah, but that's also the thing that they would use to defend themselves. That's like
They also raise the white flag.
Captain?
What is it, Beanpole?
Yeah, is there any way we can signal to them that we don't mean harm?
Why? This is fun.
I could see that you would think that.
You hear the crew laughing.
Another platinum, and I signal to them that we mean no harm.
Holds out his hand. Okay. You see him reach into his pocket. He pulls out a wand, flips it in his hand, just like you saw the dude, or just like you saw the dude with the crowbar. It's like they all have the same trick. And he points it at his throat. And then you hear him clear his throat, and it is booming as he clears it. He goes, "Attention, merchant vessel. We mean you no harm. We have some passengers you forgot to pick up." You could see them on the other ship. Like, you're still a little ways away from being side by side, and they all look really fucking confused. But some of them are like dropping to their knees, like, "Oh, thank God." But they look like like they were shitting themselves when they see the Astalicia coming up on them with its storied history. So as you they do not have a way of amplifying their voice. They don't have thaumaturgy on their ship in any way, shape, or form. They are all pretty mundane. So they then wave some flags and do like semaphore. Is it semaphore?
Yeah, semaphore. Yeah.
Thank you, semaphore.
Nice.
And they signal, okay, come up alongside us, right? So eventually your ship does come alongside them. You see the crew is actually very skilled because they are very quickly able to match the speed so that you don't overtake them. And they've got you like within 10 folds of the other ship.
Nice.
So at this point, it goes over to you. I want the other half. Did you give it all to them?
Yeah.
He's good. This one, I'm going to keep for myself. I'm going to show these people I did it.
Sure. Yeah. He's gonna get so many free drinks with that.
Yep.
So
A
as
fucking
that's
lion
happening,
bite this in half.
as that is happening, you see some of the other crew of the Astalicia is pulling out a gangplank and long enough so that it stretches between your two ships, right? Like a boarding plank. That's the word I'm looking for. Looks like your ride's right over there. Get off my
Done.
Hey, well, thanks, Captain
Immediately
Axe.
over.
It's Sicard.
Axe is assistant Captain Picard. Got it.
I did always like Captain Sicard more than Captain Cirque.
Yo, Cirque.
His Dissolay shows are so good though.
He shakes pump,
very
looks at you and
naughty
says, I'm more of a Janeway fan myself. Anyway, he says, get off my ship, and he's just like staring at all of you until you...
Motion for Sherman to go first.
So, can I safely cross the plank, or is it a very wide plank?
Yeah, it's like
30?
5
Okay.
across.
Yeah, is this like your first gangplank?
Okay. All right, Sherba's gonna make her way across.
Okay, Sherman goes across.
It's about 10 feet long.
It's 10 to 15 feet, but
Foams.
Foams, excuse me, thank you. I'm drinking. 10 to 15 foams, and it's hard to keep exactly straight on the sea, so it's
What are
moving a little
long
bit.
jump rules again?
You're just gonna jump it? I hope you fall.
Kevin,
Everybody else are going across.
Yeah, I think it's your strength in foams. It's your strength in foams.
Yeah.
High jump
you get a
is your modifier
My strength modifier in
foams.
Or
No.
strength.
It's your strength. Your strength number.
Oh, I can clear that easy.
Yeah.
Alright. So, sure, I'm not gonna...
You can jump 20 feet as easily as me?
You have
Jump
20
60 apparently.
Jesus. It's crazy.
No, my strength is 4.
Never mind.
Jump
You
20.
cover a
increases
number of
by-
feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before you jump.
Easy.
There it is.
Thank you.
Foam it up, dude.
Confirmation.
Eventually cross over.
I'm gonna jump it as well.
Okay, you're now on the other ship.
Aim for the bushes.
There go. Sorry.
Aim for the... You think what I'm thinking?
Aim for the bushes. It breaks me every time I think
fucking
about it.
love that part. It's just so good.
It's the funniest thing in any movie. Convince me otherwise.
Okay, so eventually you're on the other ship, and as soon as the last of you literally step foot off of the boarding plank, they pull it back. So long! Safe travels!
Farewell. Avita.
Adieu.
I do.
And then you see Sicard, and he just makes eyes with the captain of the merchant vessel, and he's just like this. And the dude just turns around. He's like... Yeah, and you see the other ship slowing down, the Astalicia, and actually turning like away from where your ship is. And you're now on the Daimyo's Mistress. Which is a Hingashi, like the region, a Hingashi merchant ship.
Yeah, but does the daimyo's wife know?
Damien doesn't know. That's for you.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're on the ship, a very confused captain, Ben, says, "What was that about? Why are you on?"
We were trying to get passage to Kugane. It was a matter of very intense importance.
Well, we're headed to Kugane. I did not expect to start my day being chased by a pirate ship, let alone the Astalicia.
I didn't expect to be paying a pirate ship to chase you, so that makes two of us.
That's right. We had to pay
Nobody
7
told you to
platinum because you left us behind.
That's on you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What? You heard Kevin say that we owe 7 platinum.
You left us behind, and we had to pay 7 platinum to that ship over there so we could get here.
I'll tell you what. We'll only charge you 1 gold a person for passage across the bounty.
Deal.
Fine.
Oh wait, no. 2 gold a person.
1 will do.
We're not going to take advantage. Just 1 gold is fine.
I tried.
One will be fine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think I took 2.
Totally poor business acumen.
That's why.
Yeah.
So, who's paying? Anyone?
I'll pay.
Okay, sure.
Y'all have a group fund.
It's me.
I'll be reimbursed from the group fund.
That is clearly like an RPG item that's never going to be used.
Money.
So
Group fund, max elixir, max potions, never used.
Yeah.
What is this mega re-raise? All right. So you're on the boat. They are less severe than the pirates by a long shot. They seem to be, if not humble, they are humbled by the whole experience and the fact that they were shitting themselves.
That's a college.
Kind of. But eventually you're underway, and the captain tells you that it is going to be a 13-day trip.
13 days? How many baths do we have?
Sorry, we don't have bathing receptacles on the ship.
but you got
Okay,
toilets?
So halfway through the cruise, I die.
I'm sure we can.
Technically, I have sake on my hip, so I could offer you some.
Oh, all right.
Cheers.
Did he offer his name, the captain?
No, he hasn't yet.
He's Captain
Captain Shit.
Captain, bring my brown pens.
He is a hire named Sanzir. Sanzir.
Can I roll a knowledge history on that?
Sure.
No.
No, you can't.
5.
You've never heard of him.
I don't even know who they are.
Hey,
I lied to you. It was a 4.
Captain Sandy, who's your admirable?
Boats.
What? My wife?
Admirable, the person you report to. I'm just learning about all like
my wife?
structure.
Hey, checks out.
Yeah.
I think he means admiral, friend.
Oh. Well, we're not a military vessel. We don't have an admiral. We are part of the East Aldenard Trading Company. The CEO is someone named Lola Rito. I've never met him myself.
CEO? That's what I am. Oh, well, let me give you my card. You will welcome on your ship the most proficient and best adventuring party ever. Cliffside Inc. And I hand him the card.
Thank you. I'll take that under advisement.
Should you need any adventures or
Also, be
any
advised
help
that
with
the Carter
anything-
reads Cliffhangers Inc.
Yeah.
There's that.
That's right.
Yes, I can read. Thank you.
Yes.
So if you need any adventuring, we're the ones to look for.
Very well. If we run into trouble, I shall call on you. But as you've paid for passage, we will not require you to do any of the ship's chores. Do whatever you like, as long as you don't get in the way of the crew.
Spar with me.
Sounds good.
You held it out to me, bud.
To him specifically.
Yeah,
Not to
got it.
J.S.
But,
specifically.
You didn't show to them. You went to all of us.
But are
Well,
you,
Sandy.
but are you becoming turgid? That's the question.
Captain Standy, yeah, I just gotta make sure. Anything we need to be careful about this journey. The last ship we were on, of course, that one was on the air. Well, it wasn't the last one. It was like 2 or 3 ago. We got attacked by dragons, and it destroyed the entire airship, and we almost all died. I just want to make sure there's no like dragons on the way or anything else we'd have to watch out for.
I have never seen a dragon, let alone encountered one at sea. So I think you'll be fine.
At least no good, no?
Can I
Sure.
do a perception check to search the ship for the Eurocon member to see if he's on it?
Sure.
8 plus 5 plus 3.
16.
Yeah.
16.
You don't see that person.
Great.
You don't see anyone that you recognize.
What's a
I think it was that dude he found back in town.
Eurocon. So he's gonna pull out his like sake and pour himself a drink.
Hey, Sherwin. Those
Yes?
pearl things come up yet?
They should be ready by now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They are? Okay. So, Sherbin's gonna take a moment to give Sid back the boyfriend's sweater of protection.
He waves it
And-
off.
Boyfriend.
And,
sweater.
Love it.
It's a hoodie.
And he's just gonna take a.
Suck on them.
Go ahead, please.
Just gonna take the green link shell out and check for the link pearls.
Yeah, you open it, you reach in, and there is a pearl there. And you take it out, and you open it again, and there's a new pearl there.
Oh,
This seems to be
instantaneous!
correct.
Flap, 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 flap.
They just fall over.
Instant ball bearings.
Yep,
won't
it
work.
looks like it's ready.
It's shattered.
So here you go. Here's
Kevin
your.
looks at it, slaps it out of your hand. Hey, what are you doing with that green thing?
Kevin, that's the link pearl.
Oh, but it's green.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's a brain worm.
no.
Wait, this one doesn't give you brain worms?
No, Kevin. These don't give you brain worms.
Oh God, I just. You sure they won't hurt me, Professor? I mean, it's green in your ear.
Well, because we know that Sherbin is the one who got it, we know that these don't have brain worms.
If you say so, I trust you.
Cross my heart, Kevin.
You know I don't trust colors like that.
I understand. I understand you don't like green, but that was the only one they had, right, Sherbin?
Yes. It was either this or a darker shade of green or a very ugly.
You know, darker
light
shade of green
yellow
would have been
shade of
worse.
green.
I don't like the dark green ones.
Yeah, worse.
It's the first step of the Spy Family.
Papa's
Papa's a big liar.
Spy Family's so good.
Yeah, but he brought it back. You brought it back.
Okay, so as you're having this conversation, you feel all around you as if it's getting a little bit into the afternoon at this point, closer to evening, but it seems darker than it should be. And when you look directly up into the sky, it's as if the blue is turning black prematurely.
Does it do that?
And then all
Where's the
of you
airball?
see, like, from originating from a center point, like, imagine that lamp, you see shooting stars in every direction.
Huh.
Like orange meteorites just raining down all around you. It is a very unsettling feeling.
Something just shot a big gun.
Yeah, do you feel unsettled? I feel unsettled.
That's a I've never seen anything like this before. It's not like mist, is it?
This doesn't look good.
Captain.
As soon as you say the captain's name, he turns around and looks at you, but the spectacle in the sky isn't there. It's just the normal sky.
Is the sky back to blue or is it still blue?
And all of us see this.
All of you saw it.
Does this remind
Did
us
Captain
of,
see it?
Did I see what?
Oh.
Does this remind us of the
Happening again.
bridge incident with the orange circle of projectile vomit?
only very, very vaguely.
Right.
What do I make of this?
That'd be something.
That'd be normal.
Normal. Yes.
You gave me an abnormal brain? Yeah, sorry.
Is that something unique to y'all? You don't seem as surprised as you should be.
We've had a bit of. We've had our share of odd things.
Captain, you really didn't see that the sky? There was like a bunch of like red things. Looked like, Millie had exploded things up in the sky. Like, it was like red and then.
So are we starting to see things when we're awake now as well?
Over the next several minutes or however long that you go questioning people on the ship to see if they saw it, it becomes very clear that no one except your group saw it.
So this is tied to y'all.
But you saw it.
Yeah,
I know.
You all.
So did
We all.
That's why I know it's tied to y'all. Because they ain't seen it, and I just joined you.
So now the you all.
Are you
became a
cursed?
We all.
Wait,
You are. Are you?
Kenji.
It might be cursed.
Are you cursed?
Kenji, have you been having weird dreams, Kenji, of a big crystal as of late?
I've not one bit.
Wait,
However,
I chased the crystal once, but
I know something we all did.
what did you do?
We all ate cinnamon rolls.
Nah, I can't.
that was you. That's on you.
I can't believe that that's it.
It can't be the cinnamon rolls.
Everybody. Probably not the best to be discussing it in public.
Why? It would be nothing but truthful. We saw it. Just because they didn't see it doesn't mean maybe they're the weird ones.
And also, if you think you ain't gonna be flagged as weird getting off the dock, that's gonna happen regardless, friend.
Hey,
Without regard.
Thank you.
Irregardless.
yeah, without regard, all I'm saying is we all saw it. I don't know what's going on. What Millie say? What Millie say?
I don't think it's scurvy.
It's scurvy? Oh gosh, Captain, you got orange juice on the ship?
Yes, we have plenty. It helps with scurvy. That's like the same answer you'll always get. When
I think we got the scurvy, Captain. We need some orange juice ASAP.
I don't think you have scurvy, but help yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. Just for the sake of time, we're about to end, but there is something else I wanted to do.
Okay.
So, about a week into your journey, it's been going pretty easily, pretty boring, really. But about a week into your journey, this strange fog rolls over the sea.
No.
And it is very thick, and it is reminding you of the mist from Cliffside. Not you guys. You're not Sherman.
Us.
Can she see that?
I do.
Think we're in a globe again?
I don't.
How pervasive is the fog on the ship?
Because this place is flat. It can't be a globe.
You can't see 5 feet in front of you.
Okay, so the fog is thick enough to be from water level to above ship level.
Yeah. And we were warned about pervasive back in Cliffside.
And we're still the only people who are noticing it?
No, everybody notices it, even the sailors.
Hey,
And they don't-
Captain,
Is this normal?
is this normal? Should we be expecting like crazy critters to be coming out now?
This seems like an unnatural fog. And as he says that, you hear a wail. Not like a fish, but like W-A-I-L, a wail ring out across the sea. And then those shipmates who you can see begin freaking out. Like, Banshee! It's a Banshee! Oh! And some people start tying themselves to parts of the ship. And the captain is like, calm down, steer the ship, we'll be fine. Over the next several minutes, you hear more of these screams, and they appear to be coming from all different directions towards you. You haven't seen anything until you see a shadow fly over you. You have no idea what it was. You just see a darkened area above you in the fog.
Oh god, not dragons again.
And then there appears to be on the larboard side, larboard's left, right?
port.
Starboard?
Yeah,
Starboard.
right.
Starboard.
Larboard is like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't even say like a boatswain.
Port,
Bosun. A
L-E-F-T,
bosun is the name
P-O-R-T.
you call a boatswain.
4 letters.
Is it really?
Yes,
I
a
didn't know
bosun.
that.
A boat.
Bosun, yeah.
Any
I feel
pirate
stupid.
worth their salt calls them a bosun.
Okay, so
Tell that to Pillars of Eternity too.
you hear
Yeah,
the
but-
bosun.
That's been pent up for so many weeks.
Why didn't you say something?
Because you guys were so cool, and I'm not like a corrective bastard.
Apologize.
It's okay.
That's one of the
That's why
funniest
we're
things
about
I've heard all night.
But yes, I am a corrective bastard. You should correct me. Okay, so at that point, you now see a giant shadow on the port side, and it appears to be tailing the ship, or at least keeping speed with the ship. And you see the bosun run to the wheel and turn it away from this creature. And then the captain's like, "No, what are you doing, you fool?" And then,
Can I roll knowledge history to know what this creature is?
sure. The cracked sound.
7.
You have no idea.
What the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
The entire ship
It's loud.
shakes, and you realize it is stopped.
Oh no.
You've crashed up against something that we will explore next week.
Yes.
I know that now.
Against the town of Kugane.
We're in trouble.
So we're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
I'm sure we're
Walk
fine.
it off.
We're in
Alright.
danger.
Playing, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Ooh, good times.
So prior to that incident, there was basically just a week of downtime.
Yeah. So if you guys want to do something during that week of downtime, hit me up. Let me know.
I would
Tinkering.
I would likely,
Specific.
mostly for Sid's knowledge, I would likely be meditating a lot.
Okay.
Okay. I sent you the info that I wanted to do in Gridania, Des, and I would probably be taking up Kenji on any help he would have with meditation.
I like it. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm
I'll keep
definitely
on
researching crime waves.
Sure.
It's gonna be a peeing off the
Formally
ship lot
challenge him any one of those days.
due to all the orange juice he's been drinking the entire trip.
Okay.
Because
No, it is.
every time you say something, try to distract you from it. If you formally challenge him and say, "We're fighting now," he would have to accept it.
That's out of character.
Yeah.
That's out of character, but just
I was gonna say.
let me know next session if you chose to formally challenge him.
I don't think she would have formally chosen because she
Yeah.
hasn't seen you fight yet.
Because every
Yeah.
time he would
Do you have a
deflect and
tuxedo?
try to
I don't know.
do something
Right.
different
Like formal?
until
Yeah.
you like officially are like, "This is it," and he's like, "Are you sure?"
It's probably all whining at this point.
Great.
It's like, do it.
With all whining, he would circumvent it
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
much as he could.
There are a lot of jumping fish in this area, so it would have been decent target practice if you want to whack
Sure.
them.
Well, I'll whack a fish.
Yeah. They jump up high.
I'll even try shooting fish.
There you go. They're not in a barrel though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the ocean if not a giant barrel?
and the earth is a rock, and the rock is in a barrel, and the barrel is in a wine cellar, and the wine cellar's in a vineyard.
The galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Ryan's
Yeah, it's always the belt. It's never the bow. It's never any other part of Orion. He's only known for his belt.
It's on Orion's Balenciagas.
Bullshit.
I also want you guys to know that's why I told my roommates to name their cat Orion, and they wouldn't do it.
Lame bastards.
Yeah.
For shame.
The joke.
Thanks for coming over, guys.
Thank you for having us.
us.
I love having you over.
Okay,
I really
All right,
do
guys.
over.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, Rams.
It's raining.
Oh, you want to?
you.